we are live right now, live and in the mix with the Mic Drop Barbecue. And if you're on JWatch TV, then you're hearing me over there too. Facebook, you're not on yet because I haven't put you on yet. Let me go over to Facebook real quick and get these people up and running. Let's see what we got. I always hit F5 to refresh that screen. Now I see my little padlock. Let me go in here. Come on, man. Quit screwing around with me. All right, here we go. The padlock, public, open. Facebook is now invited to the barbecue. What's good, Facebook? All you crusty dusties. No, I'm just kidding. All right. What's up, Lisa? What's good, lady? What's up? Finally. What up, Courtney Reed? Martin Luther King. Happy twins in. That's what's up. And hey, I know y'all like my shark mode back there, but you know what? I totally forgot. I was doing laundry and I was throwing in my summer clothes and stuff like that, Steve. And I totally forgot. I actually made a shark mode shirt. I don't know. This was a long time ago when I made this. So I actually have one. I actually made a shark mode shirt a long time ago. Totally forgot about it because it was on the back of this shirt. Shit. So that's my shark mode shirt right there. So now I got to make one to put it on the front. I got it on the back. I want to put one on the front now. So yeah, man. What's up, Miss Dawn? I love how you slowly, wait a minute. I missed it. Slowly keep adding little details to your studio. Man, a little bit at a time. I got some other stuff I want to bring in, but I'm making sure I don't overcrowd my background. Now, the shirts you see up here, all of these shirts up here, I've been using a lot of them. So you see my stacks going down because I've been making shirt orders. But I'm going to actually put something in this area right here. Something is going to be in this area right here. And I got it on order. So you guys are going to see it when it arrives, but it's going to be right there in that space. You heard it first here. There's going to be something right there. And I think you guys are going to love it. It's going to be pretty nice. But then I got to figure out what I'm going to do because I got stuff on this side down here. There's something I want to put right here where these shirts are because I'm using all my shirts. I'm going to put something there too. So eventually I'm going to get it together, man. I'm going to get it together. So, man, hopefully everybody's been out there making money, getting it right. I haven't even been driving today. Today I didn't drive. Drop the likes. It's exactly making money today on these apps. Okay, I see you. Yeah, I haven't driven today. I got up, I drove early this morning, did a couple of airport rides. I had no privates today, which was perfect because I slept in all day. I was supposed to go swimming. I didn't make it because I just didn't feel like going outside and starting the pool up. Ate breakfast, said, you know what? Let me do a live stream. It's been over 2 weeks since I did a live stream because I've been so busy just with life. I got, car parts sitting by the front door. I got to get that truck over here to get all the car parts on that truck. Got another truck. Car parts just showed up yesterday for those. So I got to get that up and going. I got 2 trucks I got to deal with, plus another car I got one to come in. It's just hard finding time to do live streams, man. We got to keep this money going. We got to keep making money out there. And, I'm glad you guys have been actually watching the videos because, like I said, YouTube pays a little bit for those videos. For every 1,000 times you guys watch those videos, for every 1,000 times, I get $7. So it's like I get $7 for every. So if I drop, let me see, if you guys watch my videos, I get 1,000 views, let's say every 8 hours. That's $7 I get in 8 hours. That means I have to drop. You guys got to watch these videos 2,000 times and you get $14 in 8 hours. So I was like, man, yeah, YouTube don't pay like people say they, but oh man, YouTube pays a lot. You think? Shit, I'll be out working, man. I got to go out and make this money. So I appreciate you guys in the membership group. I appreciate you guys ordering shirts. Lisa, thank you. I hope you got your shirts, Lisa. I hope you got them. Appreciate you guys super chat, super thanking on the videos, things like that, because you guys actually support this channel and build this channel. When I have to go make money, I can't be online. It's been 2 weeks since I did a live stream. I've been out driving, I don't have a channel sponsor, which ain't bad because I can still make money, but I'm looking to get new sponsors. So I've been talking to a couple of people about sponsoring the channels. You haven't gotten them yet. What? I got the tracking somewhere in here. I'll have to look at the tracking, but it should be two showing up. So man, just making money and lots of net girls every weekend. Oh yeah. I've never taken a trip down to Lake Havasu. Never down there. That's a long drive for me. They got to pay me like $500 to go to Havasu. Forget that. I need 500. That's way down there. So man. So definitely, though, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and everything, because it keeps me online and doing it. Because if I'm not online making money, I'm in the street. So you guys don't see me that often. I might drop a video here and there, drop a couple of shorts. I did some TikTok shit this morning. I think I put some on my other video yesterday or this morning on my other channel, because I'm running like 3 or 4 channels right now. So I'm doing what I can do on Mic Drop. And I'm trying to build, JWatch TV. I think that's going to be my main channel eventually. JWatch TV will become my main channel once it does, because I mean, it gets crazy views. For only 500 subscribers, that channel gets crazy views for only 500 subs, because it's not rideshare related. It's everything related. So YouTube throws that channel to the algorithm all the time. When I'm over on TikTok, they throw shit in the algorithm. I mean, them videos take off. For this to be like more like a mechanic channel, my mechanic videos over here go nuts. I can put something mechanical online, it's gonna get 10,000 views like that quick, because it's mechanic stuff. Now with the rideshare stuff, I'm getting 1,000 views, 2,000, 3,000, and that's almost max, because people are busy driving. I try to make content so you don't have to look at the screen. You can actually drive and make money as you're listening, as I'm talking to you, talking to your rider, stuff like that. So I can't see a lot of your videos on JWatch TV. Why is it? I don't know. Maybe you got to subscribe it. I don't know. There's only like so many videos on there. There's not a whole lot of them. So I get the notifications, then the links go black. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why that is. Well, sometimes on those videos, I schedule them, because they'll be online and everything, but I'll do a lot of updates and all of that to the video. I'll do a ton of updates, and then it'll reschedule for a drop. So maybe that's when you're trying to look at it, when it's already been rescheduled for a drop or something like that. So yeah, those videos over there are a little bit different. Maybe tomorrow, since the post office closed yesterday. Okay. Yeah, because you'll get 2 packages. 2 packages are coming in. Thank you, my man, Jimmy Ray. That's my man, Jimmy. He's got the badass cars out. He's here in Phoenix with us, man. He out there getting it done. And you don't know how we do. Get your money. We always been in the cars. Me and Jimmy, we always been in the cars like that. This guy, man, he's got like old schools. He's deep in the old schools. I like that. So wait a minute. Get notifications. Oh, I already saw that already. Yeah, Lee. So let me know. Let me know if you actually get those shirts or whatever. But it's like, I got the tracking for them, and it's 2 different packages should be showing up. So hopefully we get that. Let that, man. So you love that JWatch TV, ready kilowatt. I'm telling you. But we've been having a lot of success with the videos talking about, people out there really getting their money and going back to W-2s and stuff like that. People don't realize, man, having freedom is one thing. Having no money is a whole nother thing. It's like, man, tell you, Mr. Gambit, appreciate it, brother, appreciate it. Hey, man, I'll be out here barbecue. And the thing is, I don't even use sauce. I do straight barbecue. I do rubs on all mine. I throw them in the fridge overnight. So the next day I get out, it's all marinated. All the stuff absorbs into the meat. I barbecue, eat it straight off the bone. I don't do it, man. I don't do it. Lord said, hey, but you do have a great radio voice. Hey, this is JWatch TV live right now on the radio AM FM station. No, I wouldn't do that. Young boy says, we back. Hey, man, it's been 15, 16 days since the last live stream. But like I said, I've been busy out there, man. And I'm glad that everybody's considering going out there getting W-2s, because I know for the longest time, people almost felt ashamed to get a W-2. I mean, I've worked W-2 almost my whole life. And it's gotten me to the point to where I could retire like pretty decently and comfortably when I was 38 years old. Rideshare didn't help me retire. Having a great W-2 career did. So I walked away from everything, had a good chunk of money, started my own little business ventures all over the place. And I just had to keep hustling and keep grinding because I couldn't live off of what I had for eternity. So I knew I had to put that money up to something that could make me more money, which is why I started a mechanic shop. And then I started, buying, selling, doing different things. So this is, like I said, it's different doing it how I do it. It's different because a lot of people think retirement means you're not doing nothing but sitting around spending money. In retirement, that's your time to make money. You can become an investor, really hammer on the markets. You can become somebody who invests in small business, invest in other small businesses. Retirement is when you really start doing stuff. Now, I may come back out of retirement, work a W-2 for a little bit if the money's right. If the money's not right, then I won't do it. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. But for the people out there who aren't mechanics, for the people out there who don't do welding and stuff like that, You may have to go back to a W-2, and that's totally fine. You didn't lose the game of life. You win in the game of life. A lot of people, oh, don't go get a W-2. Just drive more hours on Lyft and Uber. If you're not generating profits on Lyft and Uber, you're not making money on Lyft and Uber, you got to do something different. Some markets are dried up. Some markets, they're not going to pay you enough to say, this is all I do. You're going to end up going into the hole. It's going to take, a torn axle. Y'all just saw me do an axle job on a car the other week. If that was a driver with an axle down, you'd be out for like 3-4 days, making no money, but spending money at a shop if you don't know a mechanic. So rideshare is not, if you're hanging on pins and needles and your car is the only way you can make money, you should probably get a W-2 to get a cushion up under you. Because if something happens to that car and you're already on pins and needles, you're done. It's going to wipe you out. Because now how you going to get to a job interview? The car that you was supposed to get to the job interview with, you just tore your tie rods and axles up. So now you got to get an Uber to get over to get that. J-Watch TV is my other one. So I tell folks all the time, man, you got to make sure you have another. Thank you, my man, Jose. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel always. But if you don't have, a way to get to a job interview, you're not going to get the job. You don't have a way to get to and from a lucrative job, which might be 20, 30 miles from your house, because you wasted your time taking $4, pigeon rides, $11, for 21 miles rides you've been doing. You tore that car up. Now you're stuck. You wish you had a W-2 because bills going to be there. You got to cover them bills somehow. And there was a lot of people that was involved in rideshare was trying to make people with W-2s think, oh, having a W-2 is horrible. If you need a W-2, you're not really making it in life if you need a W-2. But I tell people, like, I worked a W-2 my whole life and I did okay. I tell my sons all the time, hey, if you guys got to work a W-2, knock yourself out. Not everybody wants to start a business from the ground up. And Uber and Lyft was a good business to start back when they were paying well for you to go into business. We have to go out. Not a lot of companies or jobs you start with going to make you go out and buy a $10,000 car, $30,000 car, $80,000 car just to do business. Now, if I want to do business a certain way I want to do it, I got to go spend 40 grand, like up front. I got to go out and pick up a truck. I got to go pick up a car just to make money. That's an investment. With a W-2, you don't got to go drop 30, 40 grand. You just go to work. That's it. You say, hey, man, I'm going to show up and go to work. You can work in any car because you're not using that car for work. But when you're using a car for work, you need something reliable. Rideshare is a business. A lot of people just think, oh, it's just a side hustle. That side hustle will knock out your transportation. And now it's sitting in the shop needing $3,500 worth of repairs and you ain't got $3,500. That's not a side. You getting hustled at that point. So it's like, you got to start using your brain. Think, we know the apps aren't paying in 2025. They're not paying how they used to pay. This ain't coming back. They've seen the point of elasticity where you keep driving for pennies on the dollar and you won't just quit. I'm driving more hours. I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to drive more hours. They see what you're doing. They're like, dude, we're taking these people for a fool and they just driving more hours. Shit, give them less, pay them less and see what happens. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm not taking no more demotions. Rideshare is the only industry that the more experience you got and the longer you've been in it, the less you get paid. There's no industry like that. None. If you don't have private rides by now, you don't got private clients set up by now, you're being paid half of what you used to be paid. Sometimes 75% less than what you used to get paid. I got tons of videos on here where I used to drive around doing nothing but short trips and bangers. I would get $8 surge, $5 surge, do the shortest trips I can find with that surge. I was getting $4 or $5 a mile. I could drive 100 miles all night doing short trips all over downtown, 100 miles all night, using a quarter tank of gas, make $400. I got videos of it on this channel. That's not happening no more because now Waymo is there. And because Waymo is there, surge is gone. Waymo flooded the market. AVs flooded the market. So surge is controlled by demand. So if drivers are requesting rides and riders aren't taking those rides no more, guess who's taking them? Waymo. Because riders are riders like, man, I ain't doing that shit. No, I'm not doing that. Not doing it. This is for your W-2 background check, Jeff. Thank you, my brother Ron. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, brother. For your W-2 background check. Yeah. And that's what I tell folks is like, if you thinking that, oh, I'm just going to do short trip to surge. The surge is not going to happen because Waymos are flooding the market. Waymos are now saying, okay, if this driver, they keep declining all these short rides, these 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, the rides I used to take with surge, now we're declining them. The person is paying the same amount, $14, $15, $16 for these rides. But guess what? Waymos take them. And we just sitting around twiddling our thumbs, waiting on surge to hit, and surge never hit. We go home at night with $80 on the clock. $400 nights, we used to make $400 those nights. Now we're sitting around with $80 because we took like maybe 4 or 5 rides and that's all we could do. We got $80, man. So you go from a $400 pay all the way down to almost $100 pay. That's a 75% deduction. A 75% pay cut is what you took from $400 a night all the way down to $100 a night. If you don't wake up and see what's going on, you're going to get caught up in it. You're going to get caught up in it. So you go and you go get it. I'm streaming on both. So you're going to go end up saying, okay, I need to go give me a W-2. Because if I don't get me a W-2, I'm going to go in the hole. Because you taking a 75% pay deduction, it's only going to go down from here. Because they know you still doing it. If you still driving with the 75% pay deduction, they know they can take even more because you haven't set yourself up for success. You haven't went out, applied at W-2s. You're taking 19, 18, 17, down to $8 an hour. Y'all saw one of the trips I did when Christy sent me that trip, all the way down to $8 per hour. Driving 40 something miles to make $8 an hour. If they see people are willing to take that, they gonna keep putting it out there. They gonna keep throwing it out there because pigeons will keep taking it. So what do? Private rides. I dropped a video this morning showing you how I convert. I even showed you guys how I rolled up on the car rental place. I rolled up on the car rental place. I was talking to people out the window. Everybody got luggage sitting outside with their phones in their hand and everything. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna roll up and holler at them. Because that's what I used to do before I got real busy with clients. I would roll up to the rental car places and just talk to people standing outside the airport rental place or either at New Cars where I was last night. And I'd say, hey, man, if anybody's going to the airport, and that one lady was like, well, they got a shuttle here. And that put me up on game because I didn't know that. And she was like, well, we got a shuttle here. I was like, all right, cool. She said, well, hey, you can take us for free? I said, shit, I wish I could go to the dealership and get this truck for free. I got to pay for this truck, lady. I'm sorry, I can't take you for free. New Cars ain't taking you for free. They give you a free shuttle because they work that shuttle price of that rental car your ass just had. It's like you just paid New Cars for the shuttle because they charge a lot for these rental cars, man. So it's like, yeah, AI's taking our jobs. Well, you right, brother, you right. That's what they doing, man. They getting us. So I'm sitting there, man, and I'm noticing, if we're only driving on the apps, and I did something last week. I was supposed to drive the car last week, but I said, no, I had the tires aired up. I cleaned it all up and everything. I was going to drive the Beamer. But I said, you know what? I'm too busy doing early morning airport to come home, drop the Beamer off, then turn around and then take the truck back out again. I was too far from home. So I said, you know what? So the Beamer sat for another week. But one of these weeks, I'm going to actually use that damn thing. But I was driving and I was showing all the comfort rides I was taking. And I was showing all of not only the comfort rides, but the actual Excel, the basic lift with a little surge and stuff like that. I was doing it all. Like last week, I didn't put last week's driving on there. Let me see how many trips did I do. I'm gonna see how many trips I did last week. Not this past week, but the week before that. Let me see something real quick. 20, let me see, week. Now, this wasn't that week. Was it that week? Yeah, I think it was that week. Okay. Or was it that week? Wait a minute. Let me see something real quick. Okay. So this is when it started. The week of April the 28th or May the 5th to May the 11th. Only did one ride all week. I did one ride because I was trying something, man. And I didn't put it online that I was trying something because I didn't want nobody to mess with me. Because you know how you get these trolls on your channel. These trolls be like, you should do this, you should do that. I'm like, let me do what I'm doing. So this was the 1 week right here. So I did one ride that day, one ride. My per hour was $98 per hour. That's my normal driving. I was doing all private rides. And I said, I'm going to do one ride on Lyft. So I did the ride on Lyft. Bam. Cool. No problem. That was my normal. $98 per hour. Because normally, last night I was doing $199 an hour, almost $200 an hour on Lyft is what I was running last night, $200 an hour. Now, this was the week of May the 5th through May the 11th. Today's the 26th. So I'm going to go to the next week, May the 12th to May the 18th. Now, May the 12th to May the 18th, I actually made $584 on Lyft. Now, you say, Jeff, you don't even drive Lyft. How'd you make $584 on Lyft and you don't even drive Lyft? Because I was doing something. My per hour dropped to $52 per hour. I'm at, like I said, I do $200 per hour on Lyft, $170 an hour on Lyft, $116 an hour on Lyft, $99 an hour on Lyft. The week before this, I did $92 or $98 an hour. The moment I stopped doing black and black SUV and started doing normal rides, it dropped to $52 an hour. That's $52 an hour doing smart rides. Now, it took me 9 hours and 10 minutes of driving on Lyft. I never drive on Lyft for 9 hours and 10 minutes. I was actually online for 32 hours. I drove 235 miles. 235 miles to make $584. I don't drive like that. That's not how I drive. But I had to do it to see what everybody else was seeing who don't have black and black SUV. Because people, oh, well, you don't have a black and black. You got black and black SUV. This is a black SUV channel. Well, I got a black SUV, but I just turned black SUV off. And I said, I'm going to do regular rides to see exactly what the hell's going on. And I'm still doing my private in my airport. Took me almost 10 hours to make $500. I could do that shit in 2 hours. Driving black SUV. It took me almost 10 hours. That's only the week of May the 12th through the 18th. $52.88. Now, that was per hour. Now, the week after that, I went from $52.88 down to $50 because I'm thinking, let me try this again. I went down to $50 an hour. And I made $479 in 8 hours and 3 minutes. I had to drive 203 miles. So a little over almost $2.20 a mile, maybe. But it got me all the way down to $50 an hour. Remember, I'm $170 an hour, $200 an hour. That's normally what I run in this big truck. I'm running at $50 an hour, driving a ton of miles, only cherry picking. And that's me missing a day. I mean, I did a ride this day for $23. And I'm sitting there like, this is crazy. They're basically cutting me in 70. I'm taking a 75% pay cut. 75% pay cut. I'm running at $200 an hour. And I show people I run at $200 an hour on Lyft. I run at $200 an hour on Lyft. I'm all the way down to $50 an hour on Lyft. All the way down to $50. That's $150 for every hour I'm out there that I'm not getting now. $150 an hour. I'm losing every single hour driving Lyft. $150 an hour. I'm losing that. I'm losing that by taking $50 an hour rides. I'm paying basically $150 an hour to drive Lyft. I'm paying $150 an hour to drive. You see what I'm saying? I'm not making $50 an hour. I'm paying $150 because I know what my rates are in this truck. This week so far, I only took one ride. I'm down to $33 an hour. $29. And that $29 ride was 9 miles. $29. 9 miles, 21 minutes, because this is the ride it was right there. And I actually converted these people. So these people are now my private clients, but it was for 21 minutes, 9 miles, $29. Now they say it was $33 an hour. I don't know how they calculate that, maybe because I got a $8.63 tip in there. So in 21 minutes, I made $29. So if you do that 3 times an hour, that's almost $90 an hour. I don't know how they say it's 33. I don't know how they calculate $33 an hour for this ride when I made $29 in 21 minutes. I don't know if they're not counting tips, not counting bonuses, surges. I don't know what they're doing, but it makes no sense to me. But I'm getting killed out there on Lyft right now. I haven't even driven Uber. If Lyft is doing me dirty, Uber's gonna do me worse. Because at least with Lyft, I can throw it on black SUV and black if I have to. Like last night I did the one black SUV ride for $66. And that was the only black SUV ride I did. And I was getting black hits. I wouldn't take them. That one lady who did that. Yeah, and that's why I tell folks, man, if I'm not out doing private clients, if I'm only doing Lyft, and I did it. I didn't want nobody messing with me. I said, Jeff, it's gonna be a hard discipline not to run black SUV. It's gonna be hard. drive how you used to drive, but drive using the truck. Because now I can take groups now. Drive how you used to drive, but use the truck. I was still making $55 an hour, $50 an hour. I can make that in the Beamer, but it took me surge to get there. I couldn't do $50 an hour in the Beamer without surge. I needed surge because I was doing short trips downtown. And now Waymo's doing the short trips downtown, so I can't use the Beamer for that. Beamer is only private now. So I was driving the same way I used to, being real smart, real analytical. They would give me, I'll take 5 rides and I would kick out like 40. But I'm only getting $50 an hour, $55 an hour. So I'm like, but I'm a $200 an hour black SUV, $150 an hour black SUV, $170 an hour black SUV. That's normally what I run that truck at. I'm all the way down today, 33 an hour, 50 an hour. That's a huge pay cut. That's a big pay cut. And I wanted people to realize that I didn't want to do anything. So when people say, Jeff, you don't show the truth. A lot of channels out there like to say, oh man, my black SUV, I'm making $1,000 an hour. I'm killing the game. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I could make $200 an hour in that black SUV, but it's mainly private. If I sit on Lyft, black SUV, I'm only getting 1 or 2 black SUV rides per day. That's it. So the most I'm gonna make is about 100, 120 a day, but it's gonna take me like 40 minutes to make that. With the rest of my day, I got private clients to deal with. I'm converting rides. When I drop down to these lower tiers, almost everybody I talked to, I was converting. I was getting cash. I was getting promises to call when they come back to town and, taking people to I had to do something different. Because I'm not sitting around all day waiting on black SUV rides that don't exist. I'm not doing that. I'm sitting on this truck for days. That truck only leave my garage because I'm running black SUV. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna go back to old school driving, but I can do Excel now because I got a bigger vehicle. So basically I did like minivan rides because that's the way it was. It was more like minivan rides. Somebody with a minivan could have made $50 an hour taking the same rides I took. Because it was Excel, extra comfort, basic rides. That's it. So when people ask me, why don't I continue just to, I bought the black SUV to make more money per hour than driving the Beamer. Like I said, in the Beamer, I was making $50 to $80 an hour in the Beamer, mainly all surge. And if I buy a truck and say, I want to make more than $50 an hour, I want to make more than $80 an hour, I want a black SUV so I can make a lot of good money an hour. I get the black SUV, I'm making more. I'm like, yes, this is how it's supposed to work. I'm making more. This is exactly why I bought the black SUV. All of a sudden, the market tanks. There's no black SUV rides. There's no black rides. So I said, well, I'm going to go back to doing what I used to do. Guess what I'm getting paid? Exactly what I got paid. Even less than what I was getting paid in the Beamer. I was making $60 to $80 in the Beamer. I'm making 33 in the truck, 50, 55 an hour. The market is tanking, and I like to show people the truth. And I don't just do bullshit. I'm gonna take everything out there just to show how bad the market is. I don't need to do that. I can say I'm gonna drive as intelligently as I can, doing exactly what I normally do. High intelligent driving, taking nothing but good rides, trying to get surge, doing what I can do, and I'm going to show you how much I can make. That's an intelligent $50 an hour. We used to have intelligent $200 an hour out there. Like I said, I'm paying $150 an hour just to drive on Lyft right now. I'm giving them, for every hour I'm on the road, I'm giving Lyft $150. Because I could be out there doing private clients, like my people at the lake. I take them to and from the lake. And then thank you, my man, Brandon. For yesterday, I took them to the lake 2 days ago. Yesterday, I'm kicking back. Brandon just sent me a $20 tip out of the blue. He was like, hey, man, I forgot to send this to you yesterday. So I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, man. I remember everybody taking care of me when I'm at the bottom. I remember that because I won't give up. I'm going to keep fighting for everybody out there. I'm going to keep fighting for myself. I'm not giving up. So when I eventually do get to where I think I'm comfortable enough to start giving back in the way that I can see it in my head, I remember everybody who remembered me when I was at the bottom, trying to get this thing going, trying to get this thing started. Because when I get to the top, of course, everybody gonna come around. Shit, who don't want to be around a winner? But see, they don't see the game right now. They don't see the chess game. So a lot of people ain't supporting the chess match right now. They think, oh, he ain't gonna make it. Nobody ever makes it. He ain't gonna make it. So nobody supports. It's cool. People don't support. It's cool. No support don't mean I'm not gonna make it. It just means I'm not supported by you in order to make it. That's all. But I know the people out there who are supporting me, what I do, this channel, the content, supporting other drivers, getting information to talk to riders so we can make money. I remember that. I remember everything. So when it finally, exactly, young boy, they bandwagoners. And see, people like you, everybody in the membership group, people like that, I remember that. Because there will be a day when shit's gonna pop. And when it does, the first thing I'm gonna do is open up my membership group and be like, who the fuck can I take care of? It ain't gonna be somebody who just subscribed my channel today. Hey man, I like your channel. Hey, appreciate it. Hey, can you help me out? Where you come from? Motherfucker, there's people that's been on this channel supporting me for the longest. I gotta take care of them first. Motherfucker, you gotta get in line. I gotta take care of them first. And that's just how it is. A lot of people have been taking care of this channel since I had 1,000 subs, 500 subs, 2,000 subs. A lot of people been taking care of this channel. When I get to 100,000 subs and I got a minute, of course people gonna come out the woodwork. What's up, dog? We cool, we friends, man. Motherfucker, I don't know you. It's like shit. Everybody your friend when you winning, but it's when you're losing. Who trying to help you get to where you know you can be? That's the trick right there. And that's why I invest time into these videos. I invest time into this channel because I know we can beat these systems of poverty out there. I know we can do it. We just got to not be against each other. Channels be fighting each other. Oh, I'm the better than you. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. I'm like, hey, we all sucking right now. So how can we all not suck? Let's go out and get this money the right way. That's what my channel has always been on. So I appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. This channel's been a up and down channel. We made a lot of good money. They started attacking us, taking money. Now we're on the private ride game. Now we're getting back into the W2 game now. Oh yeah, young boy, 2 years, man. It does, because it's a lot of content. I drop a lot of content. I see some people's channels out there been on YouTube for like 6 years, 7 years. They got 84 videos. I'm like, motherfucker, I could do 84 videos in like 2 months. I could do some content. That's one thing I can do. I can put out some content, but I got to make sure all the content I put out has a logic applied to it. It can't just be something stupid. It's got to be good content that somebody can even look at today and go, you know what? I'm going to try that. Because me driving over the past 2 weeks, putting a little bit of time in each day, because like I said, that was 7 days of driving and I only drove for like 9 hours or 10 hours over 7 days. It was like an hour or two each day. That's it. An hour or two each day. Let me see if I could do my old school shit. I'm out doing my private rides. Let me turn the app on. Don't turn blackers if you turn it on regular and see what I can do. And I still made $50 an hour, but it was a hard $50 an hour. I mean, you got to get a little surge involved in there. You got to get bonuses involved in there. I mean, it's hard because I used to be able to do 10 hours in 2 days. Now it's taking me 7 days to do 10 hours because there's so much trash out there. I can't even do it, man. Can't even do it. Oh yeah, Jesse, that's been a minute, man, since I was back in the garage doing them, because that was the quietest place I had back then, man, was my garage was quiet. Now my son, he's with his mom down in Florida, so his room is now my studio. Made it a little bit easier for me, Dev. I appreciate it, man. But no, like, man, if we're not out there trying to get W-2s to capitalize on the money they're taking from us, because like I said, I could easily lose $150 an hour just by staying on basic Lyft and Excel and Extra Comfort. I can lose $150 an hour. But why would I pay $100? That's in 10 hours. I'm giving away $1,500, giving away $1,500 every 10 hours if I stay on Lyft. I've been out there doing private rides. I've been out there getting clients. I've been getting Zelles, Cash Apps, Venmos, cash in hand, because I'm not messing with these apps. I'm not messing with them because I'm showing you what they would do to me if I sat on. That took me 10 hours to make $500. 1,000 would take me, 20 hours. 2,000 would take me 40 hours. It would take me 40 hours of driving to make $2,000. There's people out there right now doing these apps on the same tiers I was on. They're driving 80 hours to make $2,000. 80. I just said, hey, I can make 500 in 10 hours. I can make 470 something in 8 hours. I could still do it. But the trick is, it all ain't at one time. You're going to have all of these dead spots in your day. That's why I can only drive 2-3 hours a day. Because if you got dead spots, I'm parking my truck. I'm not out with my truck driving during the dead spot. No surge. All $4 rides, $2 rides, cheap ass rides. I'm not doing that. My truck is parked. I'm not doing that. My truck is parked. So I only drove during times when I knew I could hit those good, surge points. Get those good long rides and stuff like that. That's when I drove. That's why you see it 200 something miles. I don't drive 200 something miles. Y'all seen my weeks. I'll drive 70 miles, making about $350 off 70 miles. Just to do, you just make $350 off 70 miles. That's it. I'll drive $4, $5, $6 a mile all week. I was barely even covering $2 a mile on a lot of this shit. Barely covering $2. 75% pay cut. The rideshare industry is the only industry that'll do that to you, man. So you guys got to wake up. Wake up. Talk to your riders. Talk to your drivers. Y'all heard last night on that video, as soon as I started chatting with them, what was they saying? They was like, oh shit, you know what? We'll convert, just cancel this. They was telling me, just cancel it. I'll just pay you cash. Just cancel it. I was like, all right, let's go. And that's what I did. I canceled it. Oh yeah, young boy, man. From 2023 to now. Yes, brother. I'm telling you, man. And every day I get on this channel, I can go into the studio. And I mean, we're running about probably 10 to 15 subs per day are joining this channel. 10 to 15 people per day. And honestly, I think it's a lot of people. What up, Alpha John? And honestly, I think it's a lot of people out there who were afraid to say that they do W-2s again, because W-2 people used to attack rideshare drivers. Cool, because we was making too much money back then. They would attack us. We was hitting the fire while it was hot. We was making, like I said, $200 an hour. We hitting the fire while it's hot. And they were like, you guys got to quit driving. Stop. They were right the whole time, but we were taking a risk on capitalizing on hitting those high payouts. And we were getting high payouts. We were at the casino getting high payouts. So, but the W-2 people were right. We should have left and had something lined up. They were right. I'm not saying they were wrong. They were right, but timing is everything. The time to walk away from $200 an hour bangers, it wasn't then. We couldn't just walk away from that at that point. We had to make sure that we had something on the back burner that we could go to, because we knew how it was going to start dropping. It was going to start dropping. So now that it's at the point where now we can see the W-2 people were always right. They were always right. Have a W-2, have something more stable. But now we're like, okay, now the timing is perfect. The apps aren't paying shit. Now it's time for us to make our exit. Let's go get a W-2. And I think a lot of W-2 people are starting to rejoin the channel, because now they realize what this channel is. It's about growth, development, saving money, making money. It's not about being the top #1 driver in your region and can't nobody drive like you drive and you make bangers and ain't nobody got bangers. This channel ain't never been like that. Never. It's always been about what's in your bank account right now. Are you doing well? If you're not, you got to change something up. If you got a W-2 and your bank account ain't doing well, you got to change something up. That W-2 ain't cutting it. If you doing rideshare and you got to, I have to rewatch this game. My dad's some hemp vape. I know it. So if you out there doing all of these rides and everything, and your bank account's not going anywhere, you've got to do something different, because what you're doing is not working. And that's what this channel talks about, analyzing. I used to analyze financial statements most of my life. 20 years of my life, even in high school. I was in high school analyzing financial statements and accounting 1 and 2. I was analyzing financial statements back then. I'm a 16-year-old kid analyzing financial statements, trying to make an A in the class. So I'm still at this point analyzing financial statements. I'm 51 years old, still analyzing financial statements. And I'm telling you, if it's not making money, then it don't make sense. I'm not making money in my bank account, Jeff. What are you doing? I'm doing this, and this. Okay, then you need to change something. Let's make a decision. Let's Let's change something. When I do my business consultations, when people call me, you can ask, talking to Mike, talking to Don. When I talk to people, we talk business, like serious business. We talk about taking the risk, making business moves, seeing what it's going to take to keep money hitting our bank account. That's what we do. We don't just talk about rides, bangers, surge, airing your tires. No, we don't talk about that. We talk about things that's going to get you over the next hump. You write these things down and you say, I need to start implementing this. Just like when I did over the past 2 weeks, when I was driving on Lyft and not doing black SUV, I had to implement it. No distractions whatsoever. I don't want nobody distracting me. I need to implement this to show people the max I can make per hour if I don't drive black SUV. And the max I was making was a little less, if not the same, as what I'm getting in that BMW. So that's basically like you bought the black SUV for nothing. You bought it for nothing because you was making the same amount in that BMW. You just took on this whole new car note and insurance and everything for nothing. That's why it's so hard for me to say I'm going to keep driving Uber and Lyft. No, I do private rides. Because if I do Uber and Lyft, then there's no reason why I bought that SUV. I have to use that for private rides. I have to, because it has to make sense of what I'm doing out there. It makes no sense for me to buy that, but get the same as what I'm getting in the BMW. It makes no sense. All you did was add debt, but you didn't add any revenue to cover that new debt. I need to go up. $50 an hour is not enough. I need to go 100, minimum 100 an hour. That's 60 minutes. If I charge somebody $2 a minute with no mileage, that's $120 an hour. I'll charge you $2 for every minute you book me, $2 for every minute. So we can sit here in this parking lot for an hour. You still owe me $120 with no miles even driven. You owe me $120 because you got me sitting in this parking lot for 2 hours, for an hour. I can charge by the time. I don't got to charge by the miles. What time you need me? Pick us up at 6, drop us off at 7. Okay, $120. All right, perfect, no problem. Because I mean, you're going to pay the apps about $150 to $170 an hour. I'm just saying $120 an hour. That's it. If I got to go all the way down to, if I got to add miles to it now and time, you taking me down to Tucson, which is 110 miles away. That's 110 that way, 110 back. That's 220 miles. Hour and a half that way, hour and a half back. 3 hours and 100 and 220 miles. I'm sorry, I can't just charge you like a base rate of time. That's a lot of driving. So it goes up. It's going to be about $500-$600. And you're going to be like, well, shit, that's a lot. Take your risk. See if you can get a car that's going to make it down there without breaking down. That's all I can tell you. I can tell you that. What was that say? I have maxed out my W-2 and potential earnings, but I do not have enough to switch back over to the economy yet. We'll do so later. Yeah. And that's what I say, man. If we're out here doing the best we can do at our W-2s, at least it's stable. At least it's stable. And I talked about that in the end of my last video that I put out this morning. The instability of you can make $199 on a ride. Like I ran black SUV on Lyft, $199 an hour is what I was running that rate at, $199 an hour. As soon as I turned it off, what happened? $33 an hour. So you can go from $200 an hour all the way down. And now the very next ride I showed you on the screen, it was $33 an hour. So that's the instability of doing rideshare. You can be $200 an hour or you could be $33 an hour. For how long? Who knows? You could be at $33 an hour for the next 20 hours. You could be at $200 an hour for the next 20 hours. You don't know. It's unstable. You don't know. So if I tell you, if you rely on rideshare, you're relying on something that's unstable. It's that slot machine. Yeah, exactly. It's a seesaw. It's that slot machine. You're putting money in, hoping to hit cherry, 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 but you're getting cherry, cherry, clown face. You're like, damn. All right, let me try again because that was close. Then you get clown face, clown face, clown face. It's like, damn. Okay, hit again. Cherry, cherry, cherry. Oh, I just won a banger. You get $100. I'm gonna do this again, and you just keep putting money in, trying to hit that same feeling, get that same feeling. Just that I got a banger feeling. You want to get that every time you hop on the apps. You looking for that feeling. Man, that was a good banger. And what do? The moment you get that banger, you send it to somebody, you text it to somebody, you put it on your social media. Look at this, look at this. That's the first thing, because it's like us winning a casino check. We want to be on a winner's board going, yeah, look, bro, I won $1,000 at the casino. But we do that with rideshare. Look, bro, I just got a $60 ride for 10 miles. I won the casino today. Look, $120 ride, man, for 40 miles. Man, look, I won at casino today. We always posting our winnings. I'm the only one that tells you that I lose $150 an hour. Nobody else is telling you that. Nobody else out there is telling you how much they're losing. I will tell you I'm losing $150 an hour. That's what I lose. Everybody else is posting their winnings. I'm the only channel posting my losing. And I'm telling you, this shit sucks. It sucks to lose that much, to know that I bought a whole big ass truck to end up making exactly what I can make in that little ass car out there. It sucks. Nobody's telling you that. And no, I'm not jumping on Uber Black and putting another $1,000 a month in expense to hope they send me a ride. No, not doing it. So I just stick with my private clients. I work on cars. I do my car repairs. I do a lot out there to keep money flowing in where these apps don't cover. And that's why I tell folks, stop going out there thinking the apps are going to cover everything you do. You're more diverse than that. If you have to get a W-2 because you can't work on cars in your apartment complex, go get a W-2. If you live somewhere where you can work on cars for the people in your neighborhood. Start with brakes, start with alternators and water pumps. Do something to keep money coming in. And once that money comes in, there's less time you got to spend on the apps. Now you can be out there really saying, all right, cool. Now I can only drive for 2 hours a night. Like I did, I can drive for 2 hours a night. I don't got to drive for 10 hours in one night. I could drive 10 hours all week long on the app, 10 hours all week. And that's it. I'm good with that because I make money doing other things. W-2s are going to make a comeback because people are waking up to realize these apps aren't what they say they are. They're not. Oh yeah, the casino is drying up. Slots ain't hitting no more. You don't see a lot of people on the winner's wall, man. And it's rare. When you see somebody, remember back when we used to drive, we used to see banger rides all the time. $247. Hey, look, man, $247. I just went from New York to New Jersey. $247, bro. Look at that banger. Same ride to this day is paying $74. We see more trash ride posts than we see banger ride posts now. It used to be opposite. We used to see banger rides all the time. Oh, man, look at this, man. I just got paid this. Oh, man. Everybody was on the winner's wall. And people at the W-2s was like, shit ain't gonna last for long, man. Our market was good. Then all of a sudden our market got saturated. That's why I'm back at work now. And a lot of us were like, oh man, that's, you just gotta cherry pick better. It came to the point where we couldn't even cherry pick better. There was nothing out there to cherry pick. We couldn't do nothing. We couldn't win even with cherry picking because they took away surge. Then they started stealing tips. Cherry picking got hard to do. And now we're at a point where we see that cherry picking is basically obsolete. It's basically you're pulling on a slot machine every day, hoping just to get out whatever you put in. That's it. Because like I said, when I had the BMW, I was making $60 to $80 an hour doing base rides all day with surge. Base rides with surge and tips. I'm running about 60 to 80 an hour. With this truck doing base rides, I'm running 50 to 55. So I'm losing money on that aspect. But if I look at my black SUV stats, I'm running 200 an hour. Driving on the app, I'm at 50 an hour. I'm losing $150 for every hour I'm running this damn app on my phone. I'm paying too much to drive. So it's like, I'm trying to help people out by telling people the truth. And there's too many channels out there bragging about how they're the best. And, a lot of these people are using glitches and apps and hacks and all kind of weird shit. They probably got people inside working with them for all I know. I don't know. But I'm going to come to you from the real. Y'all know how I used to drive based on the videos. And you know how I'm driving now because I'm still putting out videos. You see the trend of the money just going straight to the ground. So Sylvia says, hey, man, I was a pitcher before I met Jeff online talking about cherry picking. Hey, brother, and like I said, it was if anybody who was in the industry back then would have cherry picked. Imagine if everybody was not scared. Oh, I'm too scared. They're going to deactivate me for low AR. They're going to deactivate me. That was the ongoing rumor right there. You're going to get deactivated for man, they would have had no more little piddly ass trips. Our lowest trip would have probably been $6. It would have been $6. We still got $2.96. I mean, from the time we started driving 6 years ago, it was $2.96. Rider fares have went up on those. So rider fares have went up. They used to probably pay, $5 on those. They're paying $15 for those rides, and we still getting $3 for those rides. They're paying $14.99 for a ride, and we're getting $3 for it. So the only thing is the app started realizing these people aren't cherry picking. They're scared to decline these rides. Well, keep sending them shit rides to them. But we're charging the rider more. I don't care. If the driver's going to take it, let them keep taking it. If we would have all cherry picked, man, from the get-go and not been scared to get deactivated for declining too many rides, we'd be paid a lot more. And a lot of people would have probably not made it in the industry. They made it way too easy in the industry by people just getting cars, driving balls to the walls, 80 hours a week, taking as many pigeon rides as they can take, and I'm successful. Car breakdown, GoFundMe. Hey man, can you help me? I need new catalytic converters and I need brakes, man. I'm down until, I can't feed the family. What you mean, bro? You working 80 hours a week. What do you mean you can't feed the family? With them 80 hours, you wasn't banking? Because if I'm working 80 hours a week and I'm even running at $50 an hour, that's 4 G's a week I'm making. 4 G's a week. That's what? $16,000 a month? So I'm running $16,000 a month at 4 G's a week. That's over $200,000 a year if I'm at 4 G's a week. But if you working 80 hours and you only bringing 2 G's, bro, you barely making over $20 an hour. That's a lot of wear, tear, a lot of gas. You tearing them cars up. And then GoFundMe. That's when you see that GoFundMe pop up on Facebook. It's like, man, And they be like, man, I got to feed the family, bro. I need to feed the kids. Any driver out there with a heart? I got more than a heart. I got advice for you. A heart is one thing. A heart is where you feel sorry for somebody. A brain is where you're going to help somebody, so you don't got to use your heart and feel sorry for them. So I'm going to give you some great advice. Stop taking pigeon rides. That's what I did. That's better than using a heart. I'm going to use your brain. Like, man, quit doing that shit to yourself. Stop doing it. Green, you up. Too many drivers running for all the other drivers who are trying to make a profit. And Green Cobra, that's where we were talking about that so much. And they called us lazy because we ain't, I'm a beast. I work 80 hours a week. I'm a beast. I take every ride. I got high AR. I'm a beast. And we like, bro, you're not doing it smart though. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm a beast. I don't have I have no overhead, bro. I drive a little car. I ain't got no overhead. I only paid $2,000 for this car. I ain't got no overhead. Now that car is sitting on blocks with spider webs from the car hanging down to the ground. They sitting back at a W-2 somewhere making $16 an hour, and all that beast talk is gone. They don't. It's like, bro, you could have upgraded your car, got private clients, got better clients. You could have did something, man. So I got some hearty advice. Exactly. Man. And that's the thing is, once I got above 40 an hour, I make 1.4 times a half at a W-2. Exactly. And that's the whole point, Gringo. We were trying to tell people that if you're working more than 40 hours at a W-2, you're getting paid time and a half. If you're working 80 hours in rideshare, you're getting straight pay. For working double time, you're getting straight pay. Any other entry out there, the nursing industry, the warehouse industry, any industry out there, if you work more than 40 hours, you're getting either from time and a half to double time. Rideshare is going to pay you less. They're not even going to pay you at 100% rate. They're going to drop it down to you're going to be getting about probably 60 to 75% of what you used to pay because they see you taking a bunch of pigeon rides. They're not trying to pay you out. They're using you to pump their corporate pockets. You got to get smart. If I can drive for 10 hours a week, and make $580 in 10 hours, that's only like two hours a day. 2 hours a day. So I can go get a W-2, get whatever I get from that W-2, and then go out for 2 hours a night. So now I'm bringing home about $580 just from rideshare, and I'm at my W-2, bringing in maybe another $1,500, $1,600 that week. Who knows? So I tell folks, you got to start doing it smart. If you're going to go work a 40-hour job, work 40 hours. Get about $25, $30 an hour if you can. Even if you're getting, let's say, $20 an hour. You're not using no fuel. You're not beating your car up. You're getting $20 an hour on that 40 hours. So therefore, you're getting $800 at your job. You're getting $800 just to sit your car somewhere. You're getting $800 just to sit your car somewhere. You're being paid for your time. That's it. No miles. You're being paid for time. Your car, you're using 2 hours a night, and you're making about $580. So now you got the 8 plus you got the $530. So you had over $1,300. You're almost $1,400 a week. $1,400 a week. And all you did was put 40 hours over here, and you put 10 hours out here. In 50 hours, you're making $1,400 in 50 hours. That's not bad. 50 hours of work for $1,400 is not a bad week. You just got to know how to do it smart. Because these people are working twice that. They're working 80 hours just to make an extra $200, $300 more than that. I'm gonna work a full 80, and they bringing home $1,800, $1,900 working 80 hours. And I'm like, bro, why not just go to a W-2? Drive 2-3 hours a night. That's it. Call it good. Jeff, you forgotten. You get a higher tier. I'm gonna be black platinum. Yeah, you're working like 50,000 hours a damn week. Don't do that. Don't do it. Have a W-2 starting soon, making $20 an hour and not using my own car. They said if I were using my own car, I get $20 an hour plus 95 cents per mile. Yeah, I wouldn't forget that. Be like, no, I'm not using my own car. At 95 cents a mile, I'm not using my own car. Because if you're going to pay me $20 an hour no matter what, I just take the $20 an hour. But if you say, oh, $20 an hour plus 95 cents a mile, no. Because now I got to put gas in my car, wear and tear on my car, and you still give me the same $20 an hour. So you're not increasing my time on the road. You're just saying, we're going to give you 95 cents a mile. Nah, not enough. I blow out my transmission. How much does the transmission cost? Like if you take it to a shop, about 3 G's, 4 G's. So at 95 cents a mile, let's say $1 a mile, you got to drive 4,000 miles. You got to drive 3,000 or 4,000 miles just to make enough to cover that transmission. So you're driving at a loss. You're driving at a loss. I have breakfast order in the morning. Okay, all right, Miss Lisa, you have a great evening. Let me know. Like I said, I got the tracking number somewhere. Well, I know I got it in my phone actually. So I got the tracking number in my phone because I sent you a picture of the packages. But yeah, I'm gonna look it up tonight. I said, I don't want to be Uber or Lyft. Vibranium tier. So man, if you're gonna get $20 an hour, just take the 20 an hour. Because there's no wear and tear in your car at all. And then when you get home at night, if you still got a little energy, be like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and do probably 2-3 rides a night. See if I can get, a couple of $30-$40 rides. And if you convert them, that's even better because you know the game now. So you go get off work, turn on the app, cruise up. Hey man, something's wrong with this app. I don't know what the deal is, but it's glitching, like the pay structure ain't even right on it. Even if it is the good address. If you see the good address saying the pickup is here and the drop off is here, that don't mean everything is right. Sometimes you get lucky and your pickup and your drop off is the same. That's easy to cancel those. But if it's not, and you say, you know what, something's wrong, the app is glitching because it's saying I'm going 21 miles, but it's only offering me $19 on this ride. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, the app must not be counting some miles or something. Something's glitching with it. And they go, oh, they only offer you 19? Well, shit, we paid $41 for this ride. We paid $42. We'll just pay you. Okay, cool, no problem. Just pay it. I'll just cancel this real quick. Make sure you cancel the next ride coming through. Just give me the $40 because something's wrong with the app. Is glitching. It's only giving me $17, $18. I don't know what the problem is. That's how you convert rides. You talk to the people, tell them the situation. Say, man, the app's jacked up right now. I don't know what the deal is. Because if they say, oh, well, that's not my problem. That's between you and Uber. If you're only getting $17, that's between you and Uber. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, and you got to get out my car then because I'm trying to help you out. I'm telling you right now, they're trying to underpay me. And I'm trying to help you get to where you're trying to get to. So I'll do it for $40. I mean, you claiming you paid 47, 45. I'm doing it for 40. I'd just rather leave it on the app. All right, you got to get out then. You got to get out because I'm not doing this ride for that. Something's wrong with the app. Hopefully the next driver that come along, the app is fixed and you can get that ride done. I ain't got to take nobody in my car if I don't want to. If I don't like the price, I'm going to negotiate that shit on the spot. If I like the price, I'll do it. Like I did that $66 black SUV ride. I picked these girls up at 130% surge. I'm sitting down on Mill Avenue. It's surging like crazy. They sending me rides for $5. 1 mile, $5. That's what they, like 3-4 miles, $8-9. They send when I'm sitting on 130% surge. When you got 130% surge on Lyft, oh, you better wait for a banger to come through because they're going to multiply that by 130%. So you're going to get whatever they were paying. The girls paid $63 for the ride, 63. Out of that, I think it was like 28 or something weird out of that. It was 28. With the 130% added to that was another 30. So I ended up getting 66 and they only paid 33. That's why I was not taking none of them $5 rides that was coming through. I should have had the app running to show y'all what they were sending me. I was doing Harriet Tubman the whole time. Y'all know how we do Harriet Tubman. So I'm doing Harriet Tubman the whole time. $5 ride, Harriet Tubman. I'm saving my surge every time. $10 ride, Harriet Tubman. Save my surge. Oh, here's a $22 ride. Harriet Tubman. Save my surge. Because these rides were all cheap ass rides. As soon as I saw that 66 pop up, I said, that's what I was waiting on. Bam. And I know Lyft was like, how in the hell does he still have 130%? You see that back there? You see that? Underground, Harriet Tubman. You want to make money? Harriet Tubman. That right there. I kept that 130%. I was like, shit. Yeah. And that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to take my 130%. They were like, send him a $5 ride. Say, we can get him out of the 130% tier. Send him a $5 ride. So they sent me a $5 ride. Harriet Tubman. Damn. Okay, something must have happened. Send him a $10 ride. Harriet Tubman. Wait, send him an $8 ride. Harriet Tubman. But they was dying. They were probably like, this dude, he's killing us. Oh, here's the ride right here. This was that ride right there. That ride. That right there was, they paid 63 for it and I got 66. My base earnings was 28. That 130% bonus zone was 37.50. You see it at the bottom, that 37.50. It was 130% bonus. So I got on 28.85 fare, I got 37.50 added to that. That's the one good thing about the percentages for certain. I hate the Lyft percentage. Hate it. 10%, 20%, 30%. That's all it be giving you. 20. When it says 130, That means they're going to double whatever once it hits 100, you're getting double whatever they're telling you. 100, 200. I've had it up to 200. They're getting double of whatever so what do? Harriet Tubman. You kick back and you relax. You won't even stress. Once you hit that 130%, 140, 150, oh, the night is yours at that point. The night is yours. One time they got me though. I came home with 100% on me. Somehow they took it away from me. I never turned my app off and I never got a ping. It just disappeared. I was like, those slick asses are supposed to give me 100% on my next ride. So I never got it. So I was like, oh, whatever. But I'm telling you, man, it's like, shh, what up, Dims? What's up? Fair Share. What's up, Miss Dims? Was that some of the third-party apps help a lot, but you have to know what you're doing when you set the metrics. Yep, exactly. And I'm gonna tell you something, Zick. I don't knock any of those apps out there that help you pick rides. I don't knock none of them. Honestly, I don't. But the thing is, those apps don't take into consideration conversions. It should have on the app, this client has been converted the last 5 out of 6 rides. Tell me that. So I know that this client's going to be able to be converted. Then I don't even care what the app says at that point because I'm going to state my own price. But sometimes, like yesterday, when I set that ride up, that 0 mile ride, the lady, she didn't know that she was like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't even know I put the same address in. That's a conversion right there. These apps, they're not going to take that in consideration. See, I'm a human. I can take human energy into consideration. An app can't do that. An app can only say the metrics don't add up. Therefore, we're not sending you that ride. The metrics wouldn't have added up. I wouldn't have never got that $60 conversion. It would have said $23 don't add up. Here you go. Here's a different ride right here that adds up. And I would have probably got a ride for like $11 or $12. So what I do is I say, I want to see every ride. I open up my thing. I want to see every ride that comes through, all of them. It don't make a difference. They're black SUV, basic lift. I want to see every ride that comes through. And I want to say whether or not this trip is far. If like that one yesterday was 6 miles away, I would never drive 6 miles to get to somebody just to convert them. Never would I do that. But it was a 0 trip ride. So because it's a 0 trip ride, that is almost a 100% conversion rate. If it was 6 miles to get to somebody with a 7 mile trip on top of that, and I want to try to convert that, they might have said no. But it was a 0 sum. It was no miles. Easy to convert. The app glitched. Something screwed up. Let's do it off app. They were already ready for it. Hey, we'll just pay you cash. We'll just pay you. I'm like, cool. Let's do it. So when I'm using any type of app that gives me a metric, it doesn't take into consideration the ability of me to convert that rider or not. I've converted rides, gotten $100. Hey man, if you just wait on us, man, 200 when I was in a Jeep, 200 to go to Top Golf, pick somebody up, take them to downtown Scottsdale, wait for them till they finish their drink, and then drive to their hotel. Those metric apps don't tell that. They don't say that. That's all human shit. That's human. So what I do is I drive based on a human aspect, whether or not I can convert this person, make this person my airport client. Like, I'll show y'all like what I do inside of my my Square. Let me see if I can open this up. And in Square's 100% conversions, 100% conversions. Let me see something real quick. Here we go. Transactions. Bam. These are all 100% conversions. All these rides here. I don't know if I could. Wait a minute. Yeah, you probably won't be able to see that, but these are all 100% conversions right there. The last one I did, I'm gonna have to read this off because, like I said, it won't. And this is me converting rides because I'm not waiting on the apps or any app to tell me. Let me see. This thing is all right. That thing was all screwing up. I don't know why it's doing that. Like my thing looks grainy now. Like I did something to my. I don't know what happened. Whatever. But my last ride was $102. The one before that was $60. The one before that was $120. One before that was $60. Then one was $97. One was $30. One was $60. One was $90. Another $60 and a $60. Those are 2 airport round trips. A $54. A $60, a $60, a $60. Those are 2. A $115, a $115. A $60, a $60. These are all like, some of my clients are the same. $60, $60, $60, $60, $32, $60, $60, $220, $525, $70, $70, $60, $60, $70, $300, $60. And these are all privates. So when I'm converting people and they're paying me on company credit card or something, this is what I use. when I go to my Venmo, like my Zelle stuff, let me see, where's Zelle? Here over the past week, Zelle end up giving me, y'all gonna love this, Zelle, 560, 35, 160, 45, 20, 45. That's just all Zelle. So, and that's all over the past week. So what I'm telling you guys is, I don't knock none of the apps that want to tell you the miles you're getting per dollar, per mile, per hour. I don't knock none of those apps. But those apps can't tell me which one of these people can I get on Square? Which one can sell me some money? That's the only thing. A lot of people, they want to just work strictly off the numbers. I work off of energy. Got that big 1111 tattoo. I work off of energy. So I want to roll up and talk to people. I want to cruise to a parking lot. Hey man, any of y'all need a ride? I'm headed towards the airport right now. Is it free? Shit. It's like, but that's why like I said, if there were apps out there that would help, say whether or not this person in front of me was a high potential to convert, then I would say, ooh, that's a good app. Why? Because it goes through customer files. This is, hey, this person has canceled this many rides in the last 10 rides. This person has allowed themselves to be converted this many times over the last so many rides. Oh yeah, this person is booked and canceled over the last, oh shit, this is a converting rider right here. This rider converts. That's what I'd want to know. What they're paying and what I'm getting paid on this ride. I haven't added my parts of the discussion yet. So when I get to the person, I'll let them know, hey, I'm only getting 23 for this ride. I'll do it for $60. All right, cool. $60 is cool. Let's go. Let's go. The apps are not going to tell you that part. So like I said, more power to apps out there that help people calculate profitable rides. Props, because they're doing the best they can do to help. They're doing the best they can do to help. But I believe me working directly with the rider one-on-one is probably the best for me, because that app might take me away from somebody who's willing to convert. I just got rides this morning. I just got ride requests this morning from somebody that says she has a friend in Goodyear, and she's like, hey, you know, I got a friend in Goodyear and they're going to need a ride to the Kendrick concert. So I was like, well, let me see what time they need to go and what time they need to come back, and we'll work out a transaction. We'll do that. So, and that's, hey, what up, Captain Crunch? So I appreciate her for hitting me up an email and letting me know that her friends are going to need a ride to and from the Kendrick concert, because what I'll do is we'll work out something that's fair. We know the apps are going to try to pay us an ungodly amount just to stay on the apps. Kendrick concert, they're going to try to throw surge out there. They're going to try to do dumb shit just to make sure we're not converting rides, when we know all they're going to do is waste our time. So I want to work directly with somebody. I'd rather have private clients going to from the concert if we can make it fair. I don't want to charge them what the apps are charging. I don't want to overcharge them, but I'm not going to undercharge them. Well, the app is telling me 100, so I'll give you 50. It's probably not a good deal for me, because if I do it on the apps are going to pay me 50. So if you say, well, since the app is going to give you I'll just give you half of what, no, then I'm going to leave it on the app at that point. There's no sense in me taking 50% of what you're paying the app, because the app is going to give me 50% of what you paying the app. We got to talk a better deal. I'm willing to save you money, but you got to be willing to help me make more money. Because if you're putting me at a zero-sum game, I'm getting exactly out of you what I would get out of the app. And what's the point of converting? That's not a conversion. That's just you saving money by sliding me. That's all that is. I want to make sure it's a fair transaction for everybody. It's like, no, gig you will get you kicked off Uber. Simply math. How is that? Yeah, I heard about that Gig You app. I've been hearing about it. They don't like that. A lot of Uber people don't like Gig You, whatever that is. Like, it's some kind of app that's kind of like Mistro and Para and all these apps like that. So it's like they just trying to help people make more money. That's it. They're trying to help make people more money, and the apps don't want people to make more money. They want to discombobulate you and have you sitting around going, oh, well, you know, I got to take this ride. Just like Captain Crunch said right here, I got to take this ride because Lyft be logging me off, throwing me BS. Was that throwing me some BS rides when I'm off, messing up my rating on purpose. That's what they do. Because like I said, these other apps want to help you out. Ooh, damn. Reviews is 2.9 on Google. Yeesh. 2. Yeah, I won't be downloading Gig You. If it's 2.9, I ain't messing with it. Nah, I'm cool. And see, young boy, that's like me, man. Yeah, if you try to do you worse than they do on the app. And I'm like, I want to make sure that the transactions I create for somebody is very fair. Fair for me to come get them, drop them off, take them here. It has to be fair. It can't be what the app is paying me. Otherwise, you might just leave that shit on the app. Because if you say, well, how much are you getting? Because I see people all the time. Yeah, man, the app only paying me $19. Oh, well, I'll give you 25 then. You just going to give me that shit with a tip. It's like, I'm not taking $25. If they give me 19, let's say, 35. Because double that is like $38. I'll do it for 35. Because if you tell me, well, I'll do it for you for 25 bucks. No, the app is already paying me 19. If you're only going to give me 25, that's like a $6 tip. So just tip me $6 then. Just leave it on the app and just tip me $6. Damn it, at that point. Or let's get off the app. I'll do it for $35. We'll call it good. You save money. I'll make a little more. Everybody's happy. And you ain't even got to tip me because everything's included in that price. All right, cool. That'll work. 444 to airport. There's no way. I haven't done an airport ride for less than probably $12-15, and that's only like a mile away from the airport. Because see, the thing is, and I want to tell people how I calculate airport rides, because for every time you go to the airport ride or to the airport, deduct anywhere from $4 to $5. Just deduct that right off the bat. Whatever the rider paid, like whatever you see on the screen. Let's say you're getting $10 to go to the airport. The app is offering you $10 to go to the airport. So if they're offering you 10, that means the app is going to take about 10. So now that's up to 20, but then add the airport fee because the airport wants a cut too. So now you're up to $25. So this person paid about $25 for this ride and you're getting 10 out of 25 because the airport is taking their cut right off the top. And then the app is going to try to split that in half. Whatever's left, they're going to try to cut it in half. Sometimes they even take more than half. So instead of this person paying 25, they maybe paid 32. So they paid 32. App took 5. You're all the way down to 27. Out of that 27, you're getting 10. The app takes 17. They're going to take some for insurance. They're going to take some for promo and marketing. Always add whatever it is. Double it first. Whatever you're getting from the airport, double it, then add $5. That's probably what the rider paid. So if you want to convert that, just cruise up and say, hey, listen, I know you paid $55 for this ride. Tell you what, I'll do it for $45 bucks. Because if they did it for 55, what's going to happen is they're going to take off 5. Now it's down to 50. Cut that in half. It's down to 25. Might even be 23 for you because the app might take a couple of bucks more. So you might end up getting $22 to $23. But if you tell them you'll do it for 45, you just doubled your money. Sometimes you got to do real quick math. That's how I calculate, and it comes out real close sometimes. When I see rides down here in my region, offering me $14, I'm like, okay, so 14. If I add another, that's 28 and add 5. So, okay, $33. This person paid about $33. I'll go pick him up. They paid $34.99. I paid $34.99 for this. I'm like, okay, so I assume it was around $33. So, yeah, you paid $35. You got to run them numbers. And I was talking to somebody today in the comments about how I used to do dummy rides. And I talked about it in my videos. I would drive around and just whatever ride popped up, I would take it. What up, my man? Logan, what's good, brother? Like whatever ride popped up, I would take that ride. Man, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this thing up here. My man Logan, here we go. There we go. I would take the ride because I'd want to see what's the going rate right now. And I don't care what they paid or what they offered me. I need to take a ride in that area to see from that area what are the apps charging people versus what they're paying the riders. I'll call it a dummy ride. And I'm like, okay, cool, $12. All right, let me go get this ride for $12. Drive 2 miles, pick them up. Take them like, 7, 8 miles, 9 miles, $12, open app. Out of 12, they paid $34. So I'm like, okay, I got 12 out of the 34. So they took $22 out of it. All right, I see what they're doing now. Now I see what they're doing. That's the only time I'll do a dummy ride to get that market rate. So the next time I see 12, I cruise up to somebody, I tell them, hey man, I'll do this ride for $30. And they go, oh, okay, cool shit. Cause we paid 38 for this. I know. Because I know what the apps are charging for this region right now. They're adding surge pricing in, even though I don't have surge. They're either going to surge in a little bit or they plan on surge hitting. And if they plan on surge hitting, they got to collect the money from somebody. So they say, okay, it's kind of earlier in the night. It's, 4, 5, 6 p.m. Surge is going to hit around 9, 10, 11. So let's overcharge people 4, 5, 6 p.m. Overcharge everybody. That way we can afford to pay surge out later on. It's just them transferring wealth. You guys see that I don't drive a lot of hours on the app because I know the transfer is in place. So I won't go out on dead hours. If I go out on dead hours, I'm being underpaid and the rider's being overcharged because they're going to pay for us later when we go hit the road. Because I just showed you I had 130% surge. They don't run 130% surge during the daytime. They run 10%, 20%, sometimes none at all day. They're overcharging riders, underpaying drivers because later they've got to pay me 130% surge when the demand hits real heavy and they want to get these people home. So I get smart. I don't drive in the daytime. I open my apps. I even tell you on videos, I open my apps. I look at where all the red is, all the pink is, and I drive there. Either I go convert or I make sure I got 100% surge on it. Something's got to happen. And if last night when I did that one ride where the lady was she put the destination and pickup in the same spot, I had no surge on my phone at all, no surge. But I was okay with that because I knew it was 100% conversion rate with somebody having a 0 mile trip. I was like, oh, this is easy right here. Shit, let me cruise. What up, D? What up, D? My brother. And so, and that's why I tell folks, rideshare is a really highly analytical industry now. If you're not analyzing and you're doing the pigeon shit where they just throw out the popcorn and you taking whatever ride, you're not analyzing fast enough to retain profits. And they're getting people left and right. They got drivers out there capitalizing on $50 rides they can get. They out there getting money. Oh man, I just, did this trip for $12. This dude paid 52. What? Yeah, man, he paid 52 bucks and I got 12 bucks. You didn't talk to the dude in the beginning? No, man. Always talk to your rider in the beginning. Let them know, hey, man, I don't know what the deal is. This app must be glitching or something like that because I cannot believe they offered me $13 for this ride. Say, I showed up just to make sure, like, the app wouldn't change the price. Like, I was hoping that when I hit, the thing, it would actually update the price to make it more reasonable. $13. This is crazy. And the person in your backseat going, what? Wait, $13? Man, we just paid $41 for this ride. You're telling me you're getting $13? Yeah, man. I don't know what the problem is with this damn app. I thought it would like change up. I was like, well, let me go pick you guys up. I don't want to leave you hanging like that. So I'm going to come here and pick you guys up. But I don't know if I can do this for $13. The app didn't even update the mileage or nothing, man. Well, cancel it and we'll just give you like $35, $40. Just cancel it. All right, cool, man. I'll cancel it. That's how you convert rides. When you convert rides, you're creating a situation and a conversation to make sure you're helping them, but you're also helping yourself. You're not worried about the app. Well, what about the cancel fee? I don't give a shit about no cancel fee. I'll cancel myself. Well, what about your cancel rate? I'm not worried about no cancel rate. I'll cancel myself. I see drivers all the time out there. Well, you should make the rider cancel so they pay the fee. I'm like, no, I'm saving them money. Then the cancel goes on your account. Do it look like I'm caring? I'm not concerned about that. Put it on my account. I decline rides all day. AR going through the roof, like all the way to the ground. Cancel rate going up. I don't care. What I care about is the money, the business transaction, the rider. That's who I care about. Everything else don't matter. I'm not worried about Lyft and Uber. I'm not worried about them. So people out there is like, people were shit in New Hampshire this weekend. Man, this is the worst Memorial weekend I've ever seen. I didn't even see surge. I was driving on a highway waiting on surge to hit. They put like $5 behind me. Man, I'm not getting off the highway. I just kept going. So I was like, nope. So you got to make sure when you're cruising up, and I'm telling y'all, man, I'm dropping y'all free game. The video I dropped this morning, I allowed y'all to hear me speak to people in my car. I allowed you to hear me speak to people outside of my car. I don't do that often because that's usually shit I put in my membership group. I don't put that out in the main group because I don't want haters and people on the apps and everybody else knowing what we're doing. If you're in that membership group and you can join it, click the link in my description. You could join it. You hear videos like that and things like that before. I've had those kind of videos in there. I don't put them out in the open because I don't just want any hater or random ass jumping. Oh, you guys better stop that because when Uber finds out, you're going to get deactivated. Haters be saying that shit all the time in the comments. So I don't put a lot of good shit in my really good videos. But I said, you know what? I'm going to drop something nice this morning. And it's funny because when I dropped it, the video didn't get as many views as my videos normally get, which ain't bad. That means the people that watch that video, y'all got some free game. A lot of people ain't watching that video. Don't worry about them. You heard it. You go out, you make the money. So when they wondering how you converting rides, every time somebody asks me that in the comments, hey man, I'm trying to convert. How do you get private clients? I'll go watch my Cash Rides playlist. I don't sit there and explain that shit, no comments. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours typing up. Go look in my Cash Ride playlist. If that ain't enough for you, join the membership group. It's got ways to convert in there. If that ain't enough for you, book a consultation. But what I'm not about to do is sit here like we in first grade all over again and retype all of this shit in the comment every time somebody new comes to my channel going, how old are you? 1,400 videos on this channel. Take your pick. The information is here already. You just got to go search for it. Go to my homepage, type in there, cash rides, conversions, type whatever you want to type on my page, and it's going to pull up videos that are looking for the topic you want to know. Sitting on this comment thread, I'm not about to sit there and spend 2 hours talking to some random ass person I don't even know. You could be an employee at Uber for all I know. I have no idea. So it's like, go check it out. Go check it out. What up, Billy Proctor, my man? So I tell folks, man, there's a lot of good information on this channel to help you get that upper edge in this industry. If you okay with just driving on the apps, more power to you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But don't come to me saying, well, I only drive on the apps. I don't do private rides. Cool. That's how you operate. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how you operate. A lot of us, we're kind of doing a hybrid. We do app, we do private. Now we're going to W-2s. We're expanding that hybrid because we ain't going to sit and go in a hole for these apps knowing damn well they're not paying us no more than what they've always paid us. And we're just going to sit here and take it. Nope. Not doing it. So yeah. Congratulations to all you pigeons out there for running these apps into the ground. You did something with your life. They're like, well, we want to make a difference. You did. Trust me, you did. That shit's funny. What was that? Last night I made 150 on a few quick rides and Uber had no drivers. And people remember my card and called me. Oh, yeah, man. That's what you got to do, Mark, man. That's what you got to do. And I'm one of those people that, like I said, people hit me up in email. They shoot me text messages. So when my customers shoot me text messages, I'm on it. Because I know this is money. And they may know 2 or 3 other drivers out there. And if I don't get to them within an hour or 2 hours or something like that, they might say, well, damn, maybe Jeff ain't driving no more. Well, maybe Jeff's asleep today. Maybe I hit him up. I'll let him know. Hey, man, this is what we doing right now. This is what I'll be there in about 2 hours. Cool. So I'm straight W-2. Exploring rideshare isn't for everyone anymore. Oh yeah, Billy, man. Straight W-2 and exploring other hustles. Rideshare isn't for everyone. Yep. Because they watered it down so bad, bro. It's just, I'm seeing, like I said, I'll sit and watch people. I'm gonna show you something right now. I'm gonna show you guys what Uber and Lyft are doing right now. I'm gonna open up Uber and show you how Uber's looking right now. And I don't even drive Uber. All right, let's see. I'm gonna see what kind of rides Uber's sending. All right, first off, the only surge on Uber is all the way at the bottom of my screen. Man, I hate when that happens. Hold up, let me turn this down some. It's all the way at the bottom of the screen. So that's the only surge right there, all the way at the bottom. Let me make sure I got all these tiers on. I got it on Comfort and Excel. Let me put it on Priority, UberX Shared, Deliveries. We're going to run some deliveries and see exactly what Uber's paying today for deliveries and everything. This is going to be crazy. So the time is now 8:52, $5.85 for 5 miles. So that's $5.85 for 5 miles, UberX Priority. And we're not going to do that. And then let me see, Trip Radar. $6 delivery for 19 minutes. This is it, $6.09. That was a driver took that. It was $6 for 19 minutes. Here's one, $8 for 24 minutes. $8 for 24 minutes, and it's for 7 miles. Jersey Mike's, 7 miles, 24 minutes, $8. So you can do that twice in an hour. So you're basically getting $16 an hour. So yeah, let me turn that shit off. It's about to go crazy. Yeah, so you're basically getting $16 an hour. Turning all this shit off. I'll leave it on Comfort and Uber Excel. But if somebody tells me I'm going to give you $8 for 24 minutes of your time, I'm going to give you $8. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I mean, if you can't give me like $15 for 24 minutes, I'm like, at least make it $30 an hour worth of my time. But you're going to give me $8 for half an hour of my time. $8. I'm cool on that. I can't do it. I don't see myself as a $8 for every 30-minute driver. There's some people out there that say, well, you're only going like, 7 miles. Your time is worth something. If your time is not worth anything, time is the only thing that you don't get back. If your time is not worth anything, and somebody says, hey man, I want you to drive 2 miles to pick this up and I'm going to give you $10. And you go, oh shit, $10? And you go 2 miles is all, yeah. But when you get there, they got to make it. And it takes them like 45 minutes to make it. And then after you make it, then, wait a minute. So I'm making like $10 for the whole hour? Yeah, but it's only 2 miles though, bro. You're good. It's only for 2 miles. That's it. You're doing good. $5 a mile, man. $5 a mile. Ain't nobody paying you $5 a mile. Bro, this is good money. This is good money. $5 a mile. But it's like an hour though. Because I got to drive there, wait 45 minutes and drive back. And you're saying for $10? Yeah, good money, man. $5 a mile. That's why I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Time means something. And a lot of these drivers are tricking you to make you think time don't mean shit. When I do delivery, I don't look at the miles. First thing you do is go to the time. First of all, it has to be double digits. If it's not even in the double digits, pass that shit up. It ain't even worth your time. If it's $4, $7, $8, pass that shit. It ain't even worth your time. Don't even worry about it. So when I see something that's 13, 12, 27, 21, it might be 3 deliveries, $21, 3 deliveries, but look to see how long it's going to take. $21, 32 minutes. This might, $21 in 32 minutes is cool. It's better than $8 in 24 minutes. 21 in 32 minutes. I've done $40 in 40 minutes in deliveries. It'll pop up saying $40. It'll be 3 deliveries. It'll take me 40 minutes. I could do that. It'll all be, go to one shop, you get all the food, and you just drop it off at 3 different apartment complexes, and you're good. But if you tell me you're going to give me $8 in 24 minutes, nah, I'm cool on that shit. Nah, I'm cool. You got to figure something else out with that, because that's way too much time. If you're working 10 hours, 10-hour days, long 10-hour days, I just did 10 hours on these apps, and I made $580 in 10 hours, $580 in 10 hours. But if you're doing 10 hours at $8 every 30 minutes, that's $160 a day, because you're getting $16 an hour. So you're getting $160 for the whole day you're working, and I'm getting $580 for the day I'm working. 10 hours, time is time. You're getting $160 for 10 hours, and I'm getting $580 for the same exact 10. At some point, you got to realize my time has to mean something. If you can get $160 in a 10-hour day doing delivery, what's stopping you from getting a W-2? If you only making $160 a day doing delivery, what is stopping you from getting a W-2? Because that's what you're going to get at a W-2, and you're not using no fuel. You're not beating your car up. You're not walking up and down steps. You're not running from dogs and cats and shit all day. If you are only making $160 or $180 a day doing delivery, what is stopping you from getting a W-2? Because they're making the exact same thing. It's the time. They're being paid for their time. And they're driving no miles because their car is parked. They drive to work and they leave work. That's it. To work and they leave work. You are running 2 apartment complexes, the condos, the townhouses, the people houses, the business parks, commercial parks, all over the damn place. And you got the exact same amount of money of somebody sitting at a computer all day going, thank you for calling Sears Roebuck hotline. Thank you for calling Montgomery Ward hotline. Same person. Y'all getting paid the exact same money. Difference is they sitting there drinking a Starbucks, probably playing solitaire and shit on their off, and you ripping and running through the streets about to wreck your car and tear your car up. You're better off saying, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a job. I'm gonna be a stalker at Walmart. Yeah. My market is small. My midsize are primarily farming and meth. Farming and meth. Driving is on the part what Walmart pays. And that's why I don't think you can just go be a stalker at Walmart. You can stock shelves all night. You can help organize the back warehouse and be paid the exact same amount of money you're getting with delivery, and you ain't banging your car up. You ain't beating your car up, because the moment your car goes out, guess what's going to happen? Gas, now you don't got to wait to make money no more. Your car was it. Your car was it. You're done. So now you got to go to Walmart. You got to walk to Walmart because your car went out doing delivery and shit. You beat up your car for nothing. Montgomery Ward, damn, went back to the 90s, man. I don't know. Montgomery Ward might still be out there. You never know, man. You might pull up MontgomeryWard.com and be like, oh shit, I could buy some socks. I didn't know they were still open. No, but I'm saying, man, if anybody out here that don't realize rideshare is not paying what it used to pay. That's all I'm saying. It ain't paying what it used to pay. So you guys got to wise up and realize they're not paying us anymore. You got to go back to work. Stop being lazy. Stop being, oh, well, I got my freedom. Today, DoorDash just put out an article today. DoorDash put out, and it's a guy with 3 little kids, and one of them has autism. And he's like, I love DoorDash because DoorDash gives me time to spend with my family. They know what we're doing. They're watching the barbecue. All of these channels are watching the barbecue. All of these apps are watching the barbecue. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, they all watch it. Because how is it? Ironically, I've been talking about how everybody's talking about freedom, freedom, freedom. I don't want a W-2 because I got freedom. I've been talking about that shit. And how all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guy, let me find this article. Let me see if I can search for it. Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, wait a minute. Where is it at? Because it was just in here. And I swear it was an article. And this guy was talking about, how he's so thankful for DoorDash because it allows him to spend more time with his family. He's got the freedom that a W-2 doesn't provide. And I'm like, they're watching our channel. They know a lot of people are going back to W-2s because this shit's not making no sense no more. I'm gonna find this article, man. Let me see something. I type in DoorDash Freedom Flex. Let me see news. Now. It was just an article in here. It's probably not in here. I'll put DoorDash driver. Let's do this. Driver happy with flexibility. No, it's not in here, man. Where is it at? News. Let me look at news. No, it's not in here. It's not in here because I know exactly what the thumbnail looked like. Somebody's gonna find that article, but it was in my Google thing today. But I'm like, these apps are watching our channels and they know that we're attacking them by saying, don't do these apps. These apps aren't paying no more. Go back to a W-2. Ironically, I'll pull up my app this morning. I'm looking through my news this morning. Very first DoorDash article. I'm so happy to leave my W-2 and work for DoorDash because of the flexibility. I got 3 kids and one of my kids has autism. I'm like, so this is the type of people they're preying on. These are the type of people they're preying on. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that, brother. If the apps are going to push you further into poverty, if you don't promote yourself, they take it out for marketing. So market yourself if you don't get a W-2. That's right, brother. Exactly. You market yourself. Go out there because they're taking it for marketing. So you might as well market yourself and get it. It allows me to spend more time with my kids before they all starve from not eating. Exactly. But I'm going to find that article because y'all probably think I'm lying. I found that this morning and I'm like, they're watching content. They're putting out, this is their attack plan. When we were talking about cash rides all the time, what did they do? They started putting out tons of articles about don't do cash rides, don't do airport conversions. It's illegal. The moment we started talking about that, they started putting out their play. We played our chess piece, they played their chess piece. We put our chess piece out. Hey, I dropped 4 videos over the past week about leaving these apps alone and going back to a W-2. Over the past week, look at my channel. Look at the 4 videos I posted before this. It's all about going back to a W-2 and getting off these apps. Why is it today? The 26th, May the 26th, I open my phone. The very first chess piece I see is a DoorDash chess piece with a guy saying, I'm so happy I left my W-2. It gives me more freedom to be with my kids. I got 3 kids and one has autism. This is amazing. They see our chess pieces. Now they're putting out articles now. They're not talking about cash rides. They're not talking about, different types of, no, they're talking about exactly what these channels are talking about now. Going back to your W-2s, not letting these apps take you down to poverty. They're scared right now. And I'm going to tell you why they're scared right now. Because I watch my man over on, I can't remember his channel, but I watch him all the time. He's funny. You know what? I'm not going to disrespect him like that. I'm going to actually take out the time to go find him because I respect this guy and I'm not going to sit there and do him like that. I'm not going to do him dirty like that. Let me see. History. Let me go through here. Come on, man. There is Orlando Minor. I'm not going to disrespect Orlando like that. Wait a minute. Let me go back here. And Orlando Minor, he great guy. And I'm going to open up his channel real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But he did a video talking about Klarna. Now, let me see, share screen. Let me share the screen with you right here. This is Orlando's channel right here. This is Orlando Minor. Dude, great channel, man. Dude is funny as hell. I love this dude, man. But he just did a video about, this is all his videos look like. I love his thumbnails, man. I don't know how he does such amazing thumbnails, but I'm working on my thumbnails because this is a guy I follow. I love his thumbnails. I'm working on mine. I really like how he presents his stuff. But this is the video that he was doing right here. Klarna. This right here.
Today, that's what Klarna gets.
Listen.
You host should never deny my shit. But no, real shit, what would compel them to connect that shit to DoorDash and make it so easy? In this economy, you thought that people was gonna pay that bag. Y'all is delusional and
Well. Klarna done effed around and found out.
That's my man right there, though. Orlando Minor. That's my guy right there, man. But I was gonna watch his video. But yeah, I hear that JappyT can do thumbnails now. I've been working on mine, man. But what Orlando was talking about is the fact that Klarna, y'all know who teamed up with DoorDash, because I'm talking about DoorDash right now. So Klarna teamed up with DoorDash to allow people to go over there and start using credit to get DoorDash orders. Orlando went all out this morning. He went all out. Klarna lost like $160 million with this deal. Something crazy like that. 160, because people, the same people with the DoorDash hack, the same people with the Citibank hack, go to the Citibank ATM and get all this money out and you ain't got to pay it back. The same people that was doing all of that are the people using Klarna to go get DoorDash and not pay it back. That video, I was about probably 60% through that video. And I'm going to finish watching it because I keep it in my history. I go back through my history and find everything. What up, Black Dog? But so far the video is good. It's real good. But I was telling people they're preying on poor people. I got videos on my channel saying DoorDash and Klarna are preying on poor people. What have I said on this channel? If you ever want to be wealthy, you cannot get money out of poor people. There's no way to get money out of poor people. So for wealthy people around poor people, the only way you can get money out of them is through nonprofits and tax dollars and being a politician. That is the only way a person can get rich, by hanging around and catering to poor people. Poor people don't have money. So for Klarna and DoorDash to give poor people credit on ordering food, they're not going to get paid back none of that money because poor people don't have money. They have bad credit for a reason because they take things and they come up with reasons not to give it back. In his video, he's got women on there talking about, I already got the clothes, I already got the shoes, I already got the food, and now y'all want to come talk to me about getting the money for it? Shit, please, y'all come have this stuff back. That's what the video was saying, and I've said that on my channel. People don't pay shit back. They're poor for a reason because of decisions they make. They live beyond their means because they want to give this illusion that they have money, but they really don't. And you extend them credit, and now Klarna is 160 million in the hole from that, giving all of these people credit extensions, and ain't none of them paying it back. They all done ate the food and done bought the clothes. They done drive, and I'm sitting there like, how y'all doing business with poor people? Drive off. Like the video I did this morning. The girl was like, is it free? The girl said that in the video. I said, hey, y'all need to ride to there. Is it free? I said, shit, this truck ain't free. I drove off. I'm not going to sit there. You know what? I'll do it for you guys this one. No, fuck that. I drove off. You cannot gain wealth out of poverty. Poor people are poor people. The only way you can get money out of poor people is to get funds, their tax monies, get their Social Security, get their Medicaid, get their welfare. That's the only way you can get money out of a poor person, is the government program routes money into you through Section 8 or routes money through you through EBT or Medicaid. So that's the only way you getting money out of a poor person. That's it. That poor person can't be like, oh, well, let me sing you this 150. No, they're going to say, well, my check didn't come through yet. When my check comes through, I'm going to sing you that 100 bucks. Why do you think all these Democratic politicians are so rich? You think poor people are giving them money, donations and all? No, it's tax dollars. nonprofits, government programs. Exactly, government programs. The only way you get money out of poor people is through government programs. You don't get money from poor people. You cannot gain poverty out of wealth. The energy ain't there. The equation, the math ain't even there. It just don't happen like that. It's like you can get money off of poor people by selling them drugs, alcohol, hair, and nails. Exactly. Little chunks of Dial soap. You say, hey man, I'm gonna sell you some Ivory soap or something like that, motherfucker. You think you smoking crack? You smoking soap. But it's like, that's real, man. And now Klarna, who tried to go, and I said it on my videos, Klarna is chasing poverty right now. They're chasing poor people. People who don't have money, they're extending them credit to get burritos and shit. You could pay for this burrito in 4 easy installments. Instead of you paying $32, you could just give us $8 and every month. Just send us $8 every month. They're going to send $8 once. And they're going to say, you know what, man, that burrito is only really $16. Why am I paying these people back $32? That burrito was $16 at the store. Well, you took out a Klarna for $32 to have it delivered. Yeah, but that I done paid them $8. I ain't paying them no more. I paid them $8. I done paid them $8. So now that they got that paid that $8, guess what? It's gonna go on their credit now. Klarna. Say, what do you think about the Trump big beautiful bill? I haven't really read into it yet. I'll get into it one of these days. I'll probably put that on Jay Watch TV. I'll get into it. But yeah, so they sat there and they got all that money from all these poor people, extended all this credit to all these poor people, and now they mad because they don't get their money back. I'm like, these apps are so out of touch with reality. So these are rich people out of touch with reality. Oh yeah, people just, Dara today in his thing, Dara in one of his interviews today, guess what Dara said today? Young people are no longer getting driver's licenses because Uber is their best option now. He said even his son doesn't want a driver's license because of Uber. My son don't even want a driver's license because he can Uber now. This is how they're selling bullshit to investors. Listen to what I'm saying. Dara is in the media right now telling everybody young people are not getting driver's licenses no more because Uber exists. Let me tell you this once again. Dara is saying right now in the media that young people are no longer getting driver's licenses because Uber exists and they'd rather take Uber. That's like me saying people are choosing to live in tents right now instead of buying a house. So many more people are choosing to live in a tent next to the freeway now because they don't want to buy houses. They just don't. No. It ain't that young people don't want to buy cars. They can't afford them fucking cars. These cars are high as hell. The interest, the insurance, the fuel, the maintenance, the repairs. That's why young people ain't buying a car, because they can't afford a car now. It ain't because Uber exists. Hey, investors, we've got all of these kids now. Nobody's buying driver licenses now. So you should invest in Uber because all of these kids just love Uber. They want to take Uber. I might as well sell tents. Hey, y'all, let's go out and buy tents because everybody's living in a tent now next to the freeway. Holy shit, under the bridge, so many tents. Let's all invest in tents now. Nobody wants to buy a house or an apartment no more. They just want to live in tents and shit now. No, tell the true story. Poverty is hitting people. Kids don't got money. Adults don't got money. Here we are in our 40s and 50s struggling with money. You telling me, oh, my 17, 18-year-old kid doesn't want to buy a car. He doesn't even want a license. He can't afford one. Tell the truth, Dara. Don't try to paint it like Uber is taking over. Everybody loves Uber. Look, people love Uber so much, they don't even want to get a driver's license. This is crazy. Uber's amazing. People love Uber. They selling bullshit to people, man. And I'm reading this article like, are they like just out of touch with reality? They really think people don't understand the economy, what's going on around us? I'm like, this dude is really saying this in an article, like for all to see. He's not even saying that shit like in secret, like with like 3 people around. Like, hey man, I think nobody wants a driver's license because Uber is so amazing though. Uber is crazy amazing. Nobody wants a license. Even my kid don't want a license. He just wants an Uber account. And I'm like, well shit, why don't you just tell people, well, nobody wants a house. So many people are living under bridges right now. Let's invest in tents right now. Shit, go invest in tents. All of these people are out of touch with reality. The people, exactly. You get it, bro. You get it. He said people love prison so much they haven't escaped yet. Oh my God, we should just build more prisons. Yeah, let's build more. They're not even trying to escape. This is amazing. They love jail. Yeah, let's build more. I'm like, that's the Dara shit. I'm like, how you gonna sit there and say people love Uber so nobody's even trying to get driver license no more? I'm reading these articles dying laughing. I'm like, this shit gotta be satire. But this is the type of nonsense that people will buy. They'll buy into that. Well, the guy at Uber said that more people are getting Uber accounts and they're not even getting a driver license because Uber is so amazing and Uber is so good to them and Uber is so great. They're not even worried about it. No, he's saying that to make sure these investors think the trend is towards Uber. The trend is not away personal ownership of a vehicle. The trend is now everybody's getting Uber accounts. Invest in Uber. You're going to get your money back. It's a grift. I'm like, dude. And even my son doesn't want his driver's license. He just wants to use Uber. My son wants, and I'm Dara. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that. Like, nobody's buying that, man. And now you got Klarna giving credit to poor people. And when I did them videos, I'm like, are you serious? I said, these are the same people that did the DoorDash glitch. It was getting free alcohol, running up $5,000 in DoorDash bills. These are the same people doing the Citibank grift. Oh, if you go to the ATM and type in this, and then you can take out that much money, and you just keep faking like you putting checks in, and you just take money. I'm like, these are the same people y'all giving credit to. Y'all giving credit to schemers and scammers. And y'all telling y'all investors, we have a whole market of people we could extend credit to. We have a whole market. It's poor people. Poor people who can't afford a burrito. They don't want to pay $32 for a burrito. But if we tell them you can get 4 payments of $8 a piece and you can have your burrito today. Yeah, that's going to work once. They're going to make one $8 payment and be like, wait a minute. I was hungry as hell that night, man. I was high as a kite. I paid $32 for a damn burrito. I already sent them $8. I'm not paying them no more money. Hell no. Hell no. Man. And Klarna's going in $160 million in the hole. Seriously, Black Dog, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Man, he says, but that's their justification for building apartments everywhere. People don't want homes anymore. Yeah, average home is over $400,000. Yeah, exactly. And they did that on purpose. See, seriously, Black Dog, you can actually see exactly what you just said. That's the justification. All these people are talking nonsense. And they're justifying the nonsense of building all of these apartments. Justifying this, you will own nothing and be happy mentality. Justifying this, you don't even need a driver license. They're trying to justify it by saying what they see really happening. People are so broke and so poor, they can't afford normal shit. They're jacking house price through the roof and say, hey, nobody wants a house. That's like you putting, a steak in front of my face, but I got $2 in my hand and saying, man, nobody wants a steak anymore. Everybody wants to buy hot dogs. It's like, it's not that I want the steak. That's really what, you just don't want my $2 for that steak. You've overpriced that food. I can't buy that. So I got to go down to 7-Eleven and I got to give me a hot dog 2 for $2. That's the problem. I got to go get an apartment because houses are too much. I got to take Uber now because cars cost too much. The justification these people are doing is so stupid. And I'm like, what idiot can't see through these interviews? I'm listening to these interviews and I'm like, wow. I'm like, it's just a bunch of common sense. You don't even have to be like a high level mathematically. All you got to do is walk out of your house, talk to people, hear about people with jobs, hear what people are making, hear how much things cost. And you'll be like, oh, that's why people don't want to get a car. Oh, yeah, that's why. Because buying a car is, the repairs are too expensive. The tires are too expensive. Yeah, the repairs, yes, $4,000 to fix a transmission. Damn, that's a lot. Well, just get a car with a warranty. Well, the car with the warranty costs $35,000. I only want to buy a car for $5,000. That's all I got is $5,000. That's it. I don't have a job that warrants me to have a $35,000 car. I mean, with what we do for work, we need a car that's a little more reliable, so we spend a little more. But you can sell me a car for $5,000. It might have some issues. Do I want to have those issues as I'm driving people around? No. So that $5,000 car is probably something for me. It's not for other people. It's for me. So as long as I know the car has issues, I'll buy it. I'm not using it for work. It's for me. But I'm not buying no $30,000 car just for me, and I can't use it to make money with. At that point, I'm losing money every day because I don't have a job that can afford to even pay for that car. It's like $2 in your pocket, but it's a steak right there. You want the steak, but remember, you got $2. That's Klarna. Klarna's like, hey, you want this steak? You can eat at Houston Steakhouse. You can eat at PF Chang's. You can eat all these places. Now you're selling this shit to poor people. Poor people like, I got $2, but with Klarna, I got $250. You guys want to eat at PF Chang's tonight? Yeah. All right, kiddies. We're not going to McDonald's after all. We're going to order some PF Chang's and watch Netflix. Yeah. Klarna ain't seeing that money. That money's gone. Them people can't afford PF Chang's. Just like when I told people with the Hertz deal, when I was doing Hertz videos, Teslas are rich people cars. They're not for poor people. But poor people was getting them through Uber and through Lyft, and they was driving them, and they was running them like $700-800 a week. I'm like, bro, that's a $2,000 a month car you driving. $2,000 a month car you're driving. What the hell? 2 G's a month? My mortgage ain't even 2 G's a month. Bro, you're crazy. Yeah, but it's a Tesla, bro. I love Elon. Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather buy one than rent one. If I'm going to be spending $2,000 a month, that Tesla better be mine. Because I guarantee I can get one for probably about $600, $700, $800 a month. That's my Tesla. I am not renting a Tesla for no 2 G's a month. Ain't happening. Like I said, they're doing all this. They're screwing people, man. Screwing people. What Billy said, it reminds me of the third party, my old company hired to do the work. Say, then we paid them to audit the work they were doing. They scored 100% on all their audits until we started Exactly. It was like, shit. It's like, yeah, you paying us to do the work? Yeah. Okay, you're gonna pay us to audit the work? Yeah. Oh shit, you guys are gonna pass audit every time until you actually audit what they audited. And you're like, wait a minute, none of this shit's right. They screwed you over, man. They screwed you over. It's like, man. This is Jeff said, but I remember you said that. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Man, like I said, sir, we've been on this channel for a long time. A lot of the things we're talking about right now are actually coming out, and it's all starting to make sense now. Everything's starting to make sense now. And that's why I'm telling folks, man, the W-2 people a long time ago, is not that they were wrong. We just were capitalizing on the market being really good. Now we need to start listening to these W-2 people. People need to start going out, getting jobs again, working again, not relying on this grip. What up? Hey, I'm back. And that's the thing. Oh, that's Big Orange Kev. There you go. It's like he changed his name to things that make you go hum. There you go. And that's the thing. With the markets right now, the rideshare market is being so sketchy and so unstable. You cannot rely on gig work to be like your main thing. You have to go get a part-time job. As a matter of fact, let's have some fun today. Let's have some fun. We 2 hours in. Let's go have some fun. I'm gonna see something real quick. We're gonna have fun today. I'm actually going into Craigslist right here in Phoenix. I'm gonna go on Craigslist right now. Okay, I got the screen open. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna share the screen with you guys. Craigslist screen. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Okay, so this is my screen. It's a Craigslist screen right now. Craigslist here in Phoenix. We're gonna go through Craigslist and we're gonna see exactly what's out there for work. Okay, an hour ago in Casa Grande, somebody spelled Casa Grande C-A-S-S-A. That's funny. Wait a minute. How do I get the screen? Okay, there we go. Okay, can you see it? Okay, I think you can see it. All right, so I spread it open. It's Casa Grande, C-A-S-S-A. Casa is C-A-S-A. So skilled labor. Let's see how much do they pay. Well, it's a full-time mid-level label based on experience. I'm looking for laborers that are hardworking, will be installing electrical and hydraulic lines in a commercial building, must be willing to learn and have reliable transportation. There you go. If you got reliable transportation and not some beat-up-ass Uber car, this is a job for you. Must be willing to learn and have reliable transportation. And it's in Casa Grande. You can see right here, C-A-S-A-G-R-A-N-D. So for them to put C-A-S-S-A, that kind of scares me right there. I think this is probably somebody who's probably Hispanic, because an English person would be C-A-S-A. That's just Casa Grande. C-A-S-S-A, I don't know. But this person, I am looking for laborers that are hardworking. Laborers, not thinkers, laborers. Will be installing electrical and hydraulic lines in a commercial building. So there you, that's posted about an hour ago. If you're in Casa Grande, go to Craigslist. You probably get you a job if you're a hard laborer. Not a lot of thinking involved. Yeah, probably pay about 16 to 18 an hour. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. I would say that. Man, let me get rid of this thing. I'm trying to get rid of this piece here. I can't get rid of that piece. Oh, let me see something. Oh, look, I can show the comments at the bottom now. This is what I wanted to do. See right down here in the bottom, you can see the comments now. Somebody type a comment. There you go. Bam. This is a new beta test on StreamYard. You guys' comments actually show up on the stream now instead of under the stream or on the side. So I just saw that. All right, so let's go check out another job here in Phoenix. Let's see something. All right, I like that one. Spray finisher, immediate opens, nanny, babysitter, night building maintenance, full-time 30, and this is in Mesa 8 hours ago. Nights building maintenance, full-time $37 an hour in Mesa. Galaxy Builders, night work most performed inside restaurants. Galaxy Builders looking for a full-time multi-skilled tradesman, can work nights. Looking for someone who has a minimum of 4 years experience working in commercial buildings maintenance, primarily working in restaurants after they close. Must have an eye for detail and perform quality work. Man, $25 an hour to $37 an hour. And it says looking for a tech that has strong skills and experience in epoxy grout. So you're redoing tile grout, painting, drywall, silicone, cabinet repairs, cabinet installs. Must be able to navigate directions on a cell phone, answer emails and texts. Must have your own general tools of the trade. Must pass a clean drug test. No stoners, in big words, no stoners. Paid off medical, vision, and dental. Man, and they just posted this job 8 hours ago, $37 an hour. At $40 an hour, that's $80,000 a year. Guaranteed you'll probably be getting time and a half. So potentially you can make over $80,000. At 25 an hour, you're at 50 grand. So between $50 and $80,000 a year, this job pays. This is not rideshare. This is overnight building maintenance. You're just fixing cabinets and grout and shit like that. So we drive nights anyways. A lot of us drive nights anyways. So if you're out there driving nights and you might as well take a job like this. This is in Mesa right there. Like I said, go on, and it's the address is 4460 East Main Street, number 113, 4460 East Main Street, right there in Mesa, somewhere near East Brown. So if you're in Mesa and you're looking for a job paying up to $37 an hour, you want to get out of rideshare, there you go, right there. Do not tell me, oh, I don't want to pay no $37 an hour. I want to know. Here's night drivers right here. Night drivers, $18 an hour. Is now hiring night sweeper driver, $18 an hour from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. We're looking for dependable and hardworking individuals to join our night sweeper. If you're looking for someone who takes pride in showing up on time, isn't afraid to get dirty, wants steady work, this is the perfect fit. And you're saying $18 an hour, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. night shift, consistent schedule. Opportunities for raises and more hours based on performance, no experience required. We'll train the right person, just bring a strong work ethic and a good attitude. So you're getting $18 an hour plus raises plus overtime. $18 an hour, time and a half makes it $9 an hour. You're up to $27 an hour. If you do 10 hours at $27 an hour, it's an extra $270 a week on top of the 40 hours you're already making already. So bam, sold to the man with the jeans. It's like, I'll be doing some quick ass math. So that right there is down in Gilbert. So yeah, actual contract work. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So somebody give me a city out there. This was just Phoenix right there. Phoenix, like I said, you can make, so far we done seen $18 of $37 an hour. We've seen that. These are other things right here. Here's a restaurant cleaning, $18 an hour for restaurant cleaning, Monday through Sunday. 5 a.m. until duties are completed. Pick up chairs, sweep bare floors, mop floors, clean floors, blowing the patio with a leaf blower. $18 an hour in Chandler. So, hey, there it is right there. $18 an hour. And you're not even doing that hard of work. You're just driving to work and just doing it. Man. Where we go? What does it say right here? See, I used to drive gasoline tankers. Oh, yeah, 35 an hour, 70 hours a week. May have caused my medical issues. So now what? Ain't going back to it. Just keep plugging away. Sometimes it happens like that, brother. Sometimes it happens. So these jobs right here, all of these jobs are in Craigslist. So if you go in Craigslist and you go back there, hey, drivers needed for auto parts delivery, $2,800 to $3,300 monthly. And is currently looking for delivery drivers at local auto dealerships with their own vehicles in the following markets: Phoenix, Mesa, Chandler, Scottsdale, Glendale, Tempe. And if you go to principalbrokers.com, principal PLE. So it's principal PLE brokers.com/apply. But you need a full-size, mid-size pickup truck, cargo van. That's the only thing. So if you got a full size, mid-size pickup truck or a cargo van, this is perfect for you. It don't say year, make, and model. So I can actually use this Escalade on the side of my house. This 2005, I could use this 05 next to my house that ain't doing shit anyways, but going to and from Home Depot and probably make $2,800 to $3,300 a month with that thing. And it's just sitting there. I could be like, you know what? I'm gonna go do my private rides in my big trucks and all that. But then, because the hours here are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., the shifts are Monday and through Friday. Saturday shifts are available in some markets. You got weekly pay. So if you're getting $3,300 a month, that's about $800 a week. So you'll be getting $800 a week right there. 800 plus you can do 10 hours over here to make your other 5. So you're up to $1,400 a week and you're only driving a little bit. Well, depending on how much you're driving, you're not driving people around. You're driving for parts, local auto dealerships and shit like that. So yeah, let's go in here. Oh, here's a regional building maintenance manager for American Furniture Warehouse starting at $60,000 per year. 60 grand a year. That's crazy. Here's funny. Look at this. Drive your future with us. Hazmat tanker. This is what he was talking about. 62 cents per mile. What? Shit. Doubt it. Look at this. W2, 62 cents per mile. 1099, 65 cents per mile. Team drivers, 70 cents per mile. What the hell? This is crazy. They're saying, hey, but you got long haul opportunities. You can expect to drive 2,800 to 3,000 miles per week across all 48 states. So if you're driving 3,000 miles, 3,000, and they're giving you 62 cents a mile, that's like $1,800 to drive 3,000 miles. And you can drive our fleet of Freightliners governed at 70 miles per hour. And you can only go 70. Man, I'd be trying to go 100. Fuck that. Go 100 miles an hour. And you can bring your furry friends along. No extra charge for pets up to 50 pounds. Man, I have all 4 of my dogs in that truck. For 70 cents a mile, you let me bring all my dogs. Shit. So yeah, this is basically, like I said, what's going on right now in the W-2 market out there. A lot of driver jobs I'm seeing, and this is just the main. You got in-home health care, $500 new hire bonus, $16 to $17.50 an hour. Steel fabricator, shop foreman, $25 to $40 an hour. I could do that. I could do steel fabricating. Hell yeah. What else? Commercial electricians, a lot of CDL, fleet owner operators, CDL. Man, there's jobs out there. Rain gutter installer in Arizona. I got a rain gutter, so I can't even talk shit. The bikini lounge door person, starting at $19 an hour. Plus, you're going to get a lot of tips if you just charge people money to pass the line. So you could be making $50 every few people. Be like, give me $50, you can pass the line. Give me $50, you can pass the line. But the bikini lounge, front door person, looking for a door person familiar with our neighborhood and bar experience, mature and reliability are a must. $19 an hour plus pass the line fees. So like I said, man, there's markets out there, man, that people can go out there and make money, but you've got to do something different. There's W-2s out there, but man, let me close that real quick. So what other market y'all got? Your job market is shut. Shit, I made that much in 2015. Yeah, that's crazy, man. The amount of money they talking about, 3,000 miles at 70 cents a mile at 65. Man, I'm like, hell no. So it works for me because of my living situation and class schedule. Otherwise, I cannot live off $16 per hour driving and maintenance. Exactly. Crazy, man. It's crazy. And they're trying to get people out there to do that. That truck job's a joke. Is that truck job's a joke? I'm going to pay you 60 cents a mile and you're going to drive 3,000 miles for $1,800. If I drove 3,000 miles and I could get at least $3 a mile, that's 9 G's. So I could make $9,000 if I keep doing this in rideshare. 3,000 miles, it might take me a couple of months to get there, but I can make 9 G's versus $1,800. That's a $7,200 variance right there. So you're still driving 3,000 miles, but one pays you $7,200 less than the other one. Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. You can't get me for that. Nah. You telling me you're going to pay me $7,200 less than what I normally. Nah, I'm cool. But no, man, I like this. Security officers get paid as well. They get paid to sit and look. That's it. That's it. Now, if anything you can do as far as, something that doesn't involve using your car, except to get to and from work, look into it. Like I said, go on Craigslist. Start making phone calls, sending some emails, let people know who you are. Say, listen, man, I'm a rideshare driver. The rideshare industry is shit right now. I'm looking to get out of it into something more stable, something more reliable, and I'm giving you free game on an interview. I used to interview people all the time. Now, one thing you don't want to do when you interview is tell people, well, I'm just here for the money. Don't do that. A lot of people say, if you're there for the money, say you're there for the money, and they're going to pay you more money. No. If you're just there for the money, then that means you'll steal some shit from where you work to sell it to get some more money. That's the way they look at it. Oh, I'm just here for the money. Okay, we need to look out for this dude. He's all about money. But if you're there for something that's more stable, say, I'm here for stability. If you guys can promise me stability and pay, stability and hours, you can provide stability, I'm willing to work. But if you show up saying, hey, man, I'm just here for the money. I don't care about nothing else, just the money. Where the money at? You'll be the one stealing copper wires and shit out the back, selling that shit at the metal shop. They looking at you like you a tweaker. Man, this dude, he all about, man, I'm all about that dollar, bro. I'm about that. Oh, I need that money, man. I need that money, man. Yeah, you a fucking tweaker. Get him out of here. Show up and be like, listen, man, I've been doing rideshare. It used to be real good money back in the day. It was a little flexibility. The dependability is going downhill. I just can't do it. I can't do it no more, man. I'm trying to get out of this. I want to do something different. Something that's not beating my car the hell up, not beating my body up every day in the streets. People, we have no idea who we even picking up. People jump behind us, yelling at us, puking in our cars and shit, trying to fight us and everything. I'm trying to get out. Make rideshare look like the shitty industry it really is, and you'll get the job. I guarantee it. They're going to say, oh, shit, we way better than that. It's kind of like if you want to date a girl, let's say you want to date a girl, and you got this girl in front of you. You tell her everything that she's not, that you're leaving, and this girl will be, oh, well, shit, I'm the girl for you. Hell yeah. If she got long hair, say, man, I need a girl with long hair, because this girl with short hair, she's crazy. If she got short hair, say, man, I need a girl with short hair because this girl with long hair, she crazy. Say opposite of what you see. Just say opposite of what you see. If she tall, be like, man, I got this little short ass girl. Man, short girls be irritating the shit out of me. If she's short, say, I got this tall ass bitch. Man, this tall bitch be killing me. Say opposite of what you see. If she a mean girl, be like, you listen, I got this girl who's nice as hell. I can't stand nice girl. I need a mean bitch. I need somebody mean. I'm mean. See, now you got the girl. Tristan, what's up, brother? What's good? This is when you convert a rider to private and they say they have to pay on the app, what do you tell them? I tell them, get out my car. I got a song about it too. I tell them they got to get the fuck about my car. If they have to pay on the app and they can't pay me on Square, Cash App, they can't pay me in cash, they say, I have to use this app. My company's making me use Uber and Lyft. Get the fuck out. My car. I'm going to have to put this on the next video. But at that point, I can't help them. There's nothing I can do with them. Because if I don't like the price and I'm trying to negotiate a better price for both of us, and they say, well, I have to use this app because my company won't pay unless it's on this app, then I can't be your driver. I'll cancel it so you don't have to pay. I'll cancel it and your next driver will be showing up. But if they go, you know what, I really like your car though, man. I want to roll up in this. This is going to cost you some money. We can't do it on the app. You might have to pay this shit out of your pocket. You might have to, Cash App. Tell your company the app didn't work. So you had to do it through Square, and hopefully they can reimburse you. Do a little, reimbursement thing. But for this price, I can't take you, man. I can't. Sorry, if you got to use the app, I'll leave it on the app, but it won't be in this car. I'll just cancel it and you can just wait on the next driver. Like I said, it's your car, it's your choice. They don't have to pay you outside of the app. If they want to leave it on the app, that's their choice. But it's your choice whether or not to tell them you can take them or not too. That's your car. It's not Uber's car. It's not Lyft's car. You can say, all right, you can leave it on the app. See you. There's too many people in my market want to keep on the app because people view us as public transportation. Oh, man, on a video I dropped this morning, y'all saw the people that was waiting on the shuttle and what they were saying on the shuttle. Is it free? I said, hey, if anybody going to the airport, man, I'm heading over to the airport. Anybody want to ride, man? Well, we waiting on the shuttle right now. They give them a free shuttle. Yeah, is riding with you free? See, no, motherfucker, when I went to the dealership to buy this truck, they didn't give it to me for free. When I put gas in it, they didn't give me this gas for free. When I got the tires to put on this, they didn't even give me the tires for none of this shit is free. You're looking at something that was paid for. So if you're looking at something that's paid for and you ask me, is it free? You're not the person I want to deal with. You're already in the wrong area because you're looking for free shit. You paid new cars for the rental car you had. You didn't ask if they rent a car for free. You say, oh man, can I get this car for free, bro? Why I rent it? When you go to a concert, you don't get to a concert. I don't think I should have to pay to see Jay-Z. I shouldn't have to pay. Jay-Z got enough money. Jay-Z got enough. Why do I got to pay to see Jay-Z in concert? How come I can't just walk in for free? He's got enough money. No, that's not how this works. You're paying for value. You're helping cover value. Well, I don't think it's worth nothing. Then you probably don't want to be here. This is how it works out. You don't want to be here. You got to get going. And I said, you know, and I appreciate everybody, Jose, all you guys, man, for supporting the channel, because like I said, a lot of the content on YouTube is 100% free. So when you get people like Jose, you coming in, hooking me up, man. Time to wake up. You guys dropping it, man. Appreciate you. Time to wake up. Here's a couple of dollars for the crusty dusties, man. Oh, man, go gig it, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? All you guys coming in. Seriously, Black Thought. We know that everything on YouTube is free. They throw commercials at you, though. They throw a lot of commercials at you because the advertisers are going to pay for it. If you're not paying for it, the advertisers are going to pay for it because somebody has to pay for YouTube. When you guys super chat, not only are you helping me out, you're helping YouTube out. You're keeping this platform going. Everything's not free, but a lot of people want free shit. That's just what it is. It's the nature of the beast. People don't always want to pay value. They see things, but they feel, oh, I don't want to pay for it because Jay-Z is already rich. So why should I be paying Jay-Z when he's a billionaire and I'm not a billionaire, but you only buy one of his show tickets? You know, why should I have to go to this restaurant and buy food at the restaurant when the person who owns the restaurant is a millionaire? You should be giving me free steak. You own 5 of these restaurants. Why am I paying you? Some people think like that. They really fucking think like that. So I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel and not saying, well, why the hell am I supporting Jeff? If you want to make money, he can go out and drive. I can, and I do. I work on cars. I bust my ass every day. And I appreciate the fact that people say the content is valuable. Your time is valuable. Us being a community is valuable because it speaks volumes to how this system really works as far as being on YouTube and everything. I mean, I got to buy all the stuff for the podcast. My time, like I said, I could be making $200 an hour driving around out there. YouTube pays, $20 a day. YouTube pays $20 a day when I could be out making up to $200 an hour. But I'm like, I choose to give up some time and to hang out with you guys so we can really have something to talk to these riders about. When it's time to convert a ride, have a way to convert a ride, talk about converting rides, at least let you guys listen to me convert rides in case you want to try it. You don't have to, but in case you want to try it. And this is what I add to the mix when it comes to this channel, just keeping it 100, being true, being real. And there's not a lot of channels that's left out there that are real. They're giving you content that's already done. A lot of us will read the news to you because sometimes, like I was looking for an article today to read to you guys because you guys don't see the articles like we see sometimes. But if that's all you're doing, then you're giving people everything out there that they can just go out and get from somewhere else. I want this channel to be something that you don't get anywhere else. If it's not just me and my time and the way we do, I want you to be like, listen, when I come to the barbecue, I know I'm gonna get something out of this channel today that's gonna help me go out in the street. And if I gave this man $5, I bet I make 50. I bet if I gave him 10, I bet I make 100. I'm gonna 10x wherever I invest in the barbecue. I bet I 10x out on the street. Because if I'm not on the channel, I'm in the streets all the, like I said, it's been 15 days since I did a live stream. 15 days. YouTube don't pay like that. But I can go out on the street and make money. So I just go out on the street and make money. But then that's less time I get to spend with you guys. It's cool because we'll catch up at some point. We'll catch up. And I'm still dropping videos, doing my edits, dropping videos and doing all of that. Oh, Billy, man, I appreciate that, brother. Just send money to your Cash App because YouTube don't need it. YouTube is like Jay-Z. YouTube don't need it. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm gonna see Billy, man. You're funny. That's funny shit. He said, I'll send it to your Cash App because YouTube don't need it. I was just saying that shit. That's funny. Why I gotta go to Jay-Z concert? Jay-Z don't need it. Oh, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. He says, hey, man, I appreciate that, brother. For a donut and coffee. Man, you hooked me up, brother. I appreciate that, Billy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the soup. This is a super duper chat. This ain't just a super chat. He sent a super duper chat. Appreciate it, man. The $25, definitely. That's gonna help out. Cause my ass blazed through some gas this week. Like I told y'all, man, normally I drive 60, 70 miles. I drove over 200 something miles last week, over 200. And that's with me doing all my reservations, all my private people. That's just on the app. That wasn't even on my private. That's just the app, over 200 on the app. Usually I'm driving 60, 70 on the app. That was over 200 on the app in addition to everything I do off app. So I went nuts last week to create the content to show you guys how much money I was really losing if I'd stayed on the app and didn't do black and black SUV. If I just did X and I did, basic Lyft, Excel, and Comfort, I'm losing $150 an hour. So that helps me, man. I appreciate that. Cause like all week, man, I was losing $150 an hour. But y'all might think $25 don't mean nothing. It means a lot because as a content creator, we give up a lot of our opportunity to be out there making money to make sure we've got content here that can help people understand, help them really understand why we making the moves we make. Oh, thank you, brother. Say on the streets anymore, but I appreciate your time on this channel. Hey, man, I appreciate that, bro. That's real love right there, man. That's real love because, like I said, we've been in the streets together, man. We've been pulling up on curbs together, man, cracking up, laughing and shit. This is what we do. But for you to be back at a W-2, now you can show people the truth of what happens, how more stable your life is becoming after leaving the rideshare game. A lot of people are scared to leave the game, brother. They scared to leave rideshare, scared. I've went 30 days and I did a video on my channel showing 30 days with no apps. All I did was contract work and private rides and shit like that. 30 days with no apps at all. You have to be brave enough. And we show people bravery all the time because we've indoctrinated people so much. Ooh, if you ain't on the streets, if your app ain't turned on, you gonna miss a banger. If you ain't out there, you gonna miss a bang. We've been so indoctrinated over the last probably 5-6 years. I need to turn my app on. I got to wake up at 6 in the morning and turn my app on. I'm going to miss some money. All day long, all day. They don't send out banger rides all day. No, there's only a certain period of time. Because like I said earlier, during the times there's no surge out there, they're overcharging all these riders, underpaying all these drivers because later when the surge comes out, they're giving all that money they took from you to pay to another driver who's doing the same miles. He's doing 7 miles, getting $70, and you like, I did 70 miles and got $8. What the hell? Yeah, he did 7. Yeah, because they added surge to his ride. Well, why didn't I drive later? Exactly. But these guys are driving 12 hours a day, doing all the dead periods where ain't nobody making no money. I'm not driving during dead periods. Even when I drove during the hours I did drive, those were good hours that I drove, and I still only made $50 an hour when I'm normally running $200 an hour. So I was giving away $150 for every hour I was on the road dealing with Lyft. $150 every hour. And I did it for 10 hours. I lost $1,500 last week. So I appreciate you guys supporting the content. Appreciate you, Billy, man, supporting me through Cash App. I lost $1,500 last week just showing people the truth. That's it. And people might think, man, $50 an hour is good. It's what I used to make anyways a long time ago. There's no growth. I got 2 cars now, 2 cars, and I'm still making $50 an hour if I drove on the apps. No, I should be making way more than that with 2 cars because I should have just never bought the truck if that's the point. I should have said, you know what? I'll drive the Beamer and just never do airport. Won't have that many private clients. The truck actually helps me get more private clients because I can take bigger groups now. Yeah, exactly. Better off working at Walmart than using these gig apps. And that's the thing, man. People don't get it. They don't get it. We're sitting there trying to educate them through the actions we're taking. It's almost like trial by fire. We're showing people how hot the fire is so they don't get burned because we have a high level. And I'm like, you know what? I could probably take a little hit and it's not going to kill me. I could take a hit. Some of these people, they're hanging by a thread, man. If they have a flat tire today, they're done. They're done. They don't have $130 to just pull up the discount tire on a flat and get a new tire today on the spot. They don't got that. They're barely hanging on doing rideshare. And they've been doing it for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, barely hanging on. They can't even afford a tow truck. If my car breaks down, man, I can't even afford a tow truck to bring my car home. That's my equipment. My equipment is stuck in the street. Like, how is that your equipment? That's your equipment that you use for rideshare, that you've been using for rideshare, and you can't even get your equipment home on a tow truck? I don't make enough. Dude, it's real people like they're out like that right now, that their car is sitting somewhere. It's probably in tow yard somewhere, this and that, and they can't even afford to get it out. The other day, my client killed me, so he screwed up and told me this. He screwed up and told me, but I appreciate him telling me this. But they went out the other night. They went out and they took their own car. So they went out, took their own car, kicked it all night, partied all, didn't worry. Usually they call me, Jeff, come take us out, bro. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take you down there and back. I'll do it, man, about 120, 130. All right, bet, no problem. Because I'm available for them from wherever part of the I'm available. 120, 130, cool, no problem. 120, 130. You ain't got to worry about parking. You ain't got to worry about gas. You ain't got to worry about nobody breaking your car. 120, 130. Usually that's what I charge my people. We ain't paying 120, 130. We gonna do it ourselves. So my client takes off. Him and his people, they partying, they kicking it. Man, we out kicking it. We ain't paying for no ride. We ain't got no private driver. We straight kicking it, motherfucker. I'm dancing and shit. I'm getting down. These motherfuckers walked out the club. His car was gone. His car was gone. They walked out the club. His car was gone. They got every car on that side of the street. They towed them all. Every single car got towed. He could have had a private driver like what he normally do. Towed every car all the way down the street. It was $170 to get his car out initially. $170. I only charge $120. $170 to get this car out initially. Now, for every day you leave it, there's another $50 to $70 for every day. So it goes from $170 to $220, $240 area. Then it goes from $240, $240 area up to $300 almost. $290 to $300. So if you leave your car there for 2 days, you could have paid me $120 and been done. $120 and been done. You're up to $300 now. And you got to go get a ride to go get your car now. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. When people don't think of the opportunity of using private drivers, but they always thinking of like the quick ways. In the lake yesterday, another opportunity a lot of drivers missed. A lot of opportunity people missed. When I'm picking my people up at the lake, we're driving. They got all these cars lined up on the side of the road. All of these cars doing the sobriety walk. My clients pay me about $200 round trip. $200 round trip. A W2, DWI is almost $10,000 to $15,000. So you could pay $200, or you could pay $10,000 to $15,000 and lose your license and have to pay insurance and your car, and you can't even drive it. All these people up and down the side of the Ellsworth doing sobriety walks. They're all doing sobriety walks. And I'm sitting there like, and they're like, woo, we glad they ain't everybody going to the lake is drinking. I had one client had his car towed from partying one night, 170. Then I'm seeing all these people doing sobriety walks, each one 10 to 15,000. Everybody's who's on the side of the road with highway patrol is all doing sobriety walks. Every client that used me this weekend, they're out 150, $200. But guess what? They got a normal life. Their life is normal. They don't worry. I take all the heat. I don't drink. I don't club. I don't party. You do whatever you got to do. And I'm going to let you do it because I'm staying sober. And I'm making sure your life stays intact. Your money stay intact. $120 could have took you to party and kick it. Now you're almost up to 300 and getting your car out of the impound. Shit happens, man. It happens like that. You're like, man, I should have just used Jeff. Opportunity. Then Mark, so how do I compete when Uber is charging rider $27 for 25 miles? It's crazy. Time to get a luxury vehicle. If Uber is charging $27 for 25 miles, that's when that ride is not for you. It's not. I mean, there's no way I'm doing 25 miles for $27. If somebody says, well, I only paid $27 to Uber, then you might want to take Uber. That's when you drop off and you let that person do what they want to do. You're like, nope, I can't do it, not for that. And some people might be lying. Oh man, 50 miles, I only paid $50 to go 50 miles. Oh, well shit, I can't take you then, bro. I'm sorry. I came here to make sure that I was getting paid fairly because this is normally what I get paid, because if Uber's undercharging you guys on purpose, that's so you guys don't get home. They're undercharging you guys so you don't get home. That's all they're doing, because they know we won't really drive for that price. Oh, damn, man. Yeah, damn. It's crazy, man. So it's like, I'm good. I'm good. So you got to do that, brother. When you see somebody being undercharged by the apps, they have to stay on the apps. If they don't want to go with your fair price, because if I roll them, somebody says, man, I had some kind of discount code. I don't know what it was, but bro, I paid $5 for this ride to go 20 miles. I don't know what kind of Uber discount code I had, but it said I only got to pay $5. I'm like, man, because I'm getting paid $15 for the ride, but normally I do it for $30. Like I do this ride for $30 all the time. I never do it for $15. But when they offered me $15, I was like, why $15? Bro, all I paid was $5. It was a discount code. I'm not gonna ask this dude for $30. I'm not gonna say, well, shit, I'll do it for 30, man. I'll tell you what, I'll do it for you for $30. But no, I only paid $5 with a discount code. Those are the type of rides you say, man, that's a good ass deal. I can't beat that deal. I can't, because I normally do this ride for $30. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cancel this ride. I'm gonna make sure you can use that $5 on another driver that's going in that direction. I'm not going in that direction. I was gonna come and make sure I could do it for you, but I was gonna actually ask for a fair price. So if I took you in that direction I wasn't even going into, at least it would be a fair deal. I had no idea you paid $5. I thought you probably paid the normal price of $30, $35. You got a discount code. Use it. I just can't be the one of you. You got to find somebody going in that direction, bro. I hope you understand, man. Oh, yeah. I get it. I know, man, because $5 is real low. Yeah, even 15 for me going in that direction when I'm going that way is kind of low. So I just wanted to come and chat with you, chop it up so you understand how this works. Oh, cool. No problem. I'll cancel so you don't got to eat that. Okay, cancel it. They'll send him a new driver. It's all good. $27, 25 miles. It's all good. I'll cancel it. Because when I find out that they're undercharging you just so they can underpay me, I'm unwinding the deal. You can get another driver. You can. It's cool. And I'm going to help you get the driver. I'll cancel. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Sometimes you just got to do business. It's got to do business. What? Shoot. Was that going dry was the best thing I did. Which I used to polish up Beat to do rideshare. Rideshare app. Exactly. And that's the thing, man. I tell folks all the time, I don't even have time to drink. I'll be so busy, man. Clients hit me all the time. I'm always going in and out. I don't even have time to drink, man. It's like, sheesh. People like, hey, man, you want to stop and have a beer? Like, when? Shit, my clients might hit me up right now. This private ride price ain't for everyone. But if they have to take a ride, you want them to choose you. If they like the driver and the ride, they will come back. Exactly. And that's the thing, Billy, man. A lot of my clients, they use me because they know he's going to be on time. He's going to be clean. I stop at Quick Trip for people. I don't even charge for that. Take your time. Because I'll go to Circle K. I'll go in and give me some cookies too. I need to stop too. I'll go in there and give me a little bag of chocolate chip cookies. I'll stand by the car and eat my cookies while I'm waiting on y'all. Because I'm not going to eat the cookies in the car. So I'm standing next to the car eating the cookies. And I'm usually, as soon as I walk in, I go straight to the cookies. I get the cookies. I check out real fast. That way I could be done with my cookies before we ride. Because if I got to leave a cookie in my car, it's going to be all melted and shit by the time I get to it, depending on how long the ride is. So I got to hurry up, eat the cookies real fast. So I'm just hanging out, eating. They came out the other day. I was still eating my cookies when they was walking out. So I was like, it's cool. So we was all outside chatting, talking. I popped the trunk. They opened it. It was doing stuff, moving things around it. I'm just eating my cookies and shit, hanging out. It's like, I'm an easygoing driver. If you give me some time to eat my cookies and hang out and shit, I'll go to Quick Trip for you. That's cool. Can we add a stop? Can I get some fucking cookies? It's like, shit. Oh, yeah, man. Them Crusty Dusties had flakes all over the car. See, them Crusty Dusties was the shit back in the day because they were real lightweight. I could eat those, man. But they had deals. They had some really good deals on Crusty Dusties back then. They done got crazy with their prices. Like one Crusty Dusty be like $2. I'll be like, man, this thing is falling apart in my hand. You gonna sell me this shit at full price? Then they started making these chocolate chip cookies that they bake. And I'm like, wait a minute. I bake chocolate chip cookies. Y'all got So I traded the Crusty Dusties in for the chocolate chip cookies. Sometimes the peanut butter, but normally chocolate chip. Circle K fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. Shit. That's some competition right there. That's some competition, man. All right, Billy, my brother. Hey, thank you for the super chat today, man, on Cash App. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Always much love and respect. Thank you for supporting the barbecue, man. It's people like you helping to keep this up and going. Real talk, man. It's helping you. We fighting for drivers every day with truth, fighting for what's really real going on. And I appreciate that, man. You really took care of me today, man. I appreciate that. And I mean that because honestly, I see a lot of live streams and a lot of YouTubers out there. They're really fighting hard to build community. They're really fighting hard. And YouTube is trying to help people too. But if YouTube's not sending our videos out, not helping our videos get views, not getting, a lot of ads on it like crazy, we're not getting thousands of views. It's hard for a YouTuber to really, and I won't even say make a living, but make sense of the amount of time they're putting into the content. I see creators with some of the most amazing videos, great videos. Editing is on point. Thumbnail be on point, video be like 113 views. That shit be making me so mad. I'm like, dude, this video deserves like 10,000 views easily. It's a really great video. It deserves 10,000 views. And sometimes I'll play it as I'm cooking so I can listen to it, how the production goes and the sound and everything. And I'm like, this video has 113 views. What the hell? This is a great video. Then I go watch some old dusty ass video where somebody just got a camera, they keep dropping and shit and they hair ain't even combed. And that motherfucker got 213,000 views. And I'm like, these dusty motherfuckers be getting some crazy views, man. Because people want to see train wrecks. I don't have a train wreck. I just have truth. That's it. I got truth. And I'm hoping people are taking this truth and making as much money as they can out there. If my channel's not helping you make money, you're probably not using the information right. A lot of smart drivers and contractors on here, man. A lot of them. All right, brother. Cool. Might be hitting you up for the July concert to Morgan Wallen. All right, brother. Let me know, brother. That'll be nice to take you and the family out, my man. I'll cruise with y'all. Y'all can drink, do whatever you're going to have a great time. And I got a driver. My man Jeff's outside. We can drink all we want. You can even puke in the car, bro. You my dog. I won't even charge you a fee. Like, man, I puked in the car. Don't worry about you, my dog, man. Don't worry about it. I'll clean that shit up. Billy, don't even stress it, man. Did you have a good time? Man, Krusty does it for $2. That's marrying a divorced single mother with no prenup. Man. All right, cool, Billy. Let me know, brother. Let me know. Just shoot me a text, man. We'll work it out. I get to squared away, brother. Man. Hey, first draft, I'll be out here, man. We be out here trying to do it, brother. And like I said, I'm one of those content creators that I really believe that synergy, us talking to each other and us making sense of what we're doing and why we're even doing it, it's going to lead people down a better path than down a worse path. These 80-hour-a-week drivers out there tearing these cars up and everything like that, it's hard for me to follow that logic. At that point, like I said, you could just go to Craigslist. You can go anywhere, job boards, and you can start structuring a week together where you're an employee, but you're really contracting your life to somebody. You're saying, I'm going to be your employee for 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week. That's the part of my life I'm selling you. And I'm selling it to you for this much per hour. Outside of that, this is what I do. It might be a little bit more per hour, but just less frequent. Like I said, I do black and black SUV. I make a lot per hour, but it's less frequent. I might only get one black SUV ride like every 2 or 3 days. I might get 1 or 2 black rides per day when I can get a ton of other rides a day. So it's the volume of certain hour. Like I said, I can make $50 an hour rides all day. I can do $50 an hour all day. But a black SUV should be running you 150 to 200 an hour. It should. But the volume is not there. So therefore, I have to contract myself with either other private rides or potentially a W-2. Because I'm not going to sit on dead hours all day doing nothing. I can't do it because life has bills and bills build up. Like even running my AC today in the house. I mean, I'm going to have a high power bill. I can't call and be like, hey, man, I thought, the air was free, bro. I thought, I could breathe in oxygen. Air is free. But the power to cool that air down, that's called air conditioning. So you're charging us. We're charging you for conditioning your air. You could breathe all the free air you want. Walk your ass outside. Breathe $120 hot air in your nose all day. It's free. Sit in the front yard. Take a deep breath of that shit. It's free. But if you want us to condition that air, now that's air conditioning. Shit's a little different. Take your ass back in the house. Shit feels like 72 degrees in here, huh? Take that in. Oh, that's fresh air. That's 72-degree air. That shit's gonna cost you some money. Take your ass outside and breathe that hot shit in. It's like, now you're like, this is free. All the kids and shit in the front yard. I love the free air, Dad, but it's hot as shit. Can we go back in the house and get some of that conditioned air? That conditioned air costs a lot, baby. I'm sorry. You got to sit your ass in the front yard. It's like, man, I really wish we had some of that conditioned air around here. That conditioned air is for rich people, baby. I'm sorry. We don't do conditioned air around this motherfucker. We just do free air. We do front yard, backyard, free air. Shit's kind of hot, but it's free. Motherfucking kids at school like, I need some conditioned air. I'm gonna go outside on the sign, say, please, I'm gonna be like a bum on the side. We'll work for conditioned air. Like, motherfucker, what's conditioned air? Motherfucker, air that it went through a condition. This shit's a little cooler. I'm out here in 120-degree air. That shit's free. I don't want no free air. I'm done with this shit. Motherfucker, everything's got a little value applied to it. Shit, motherfucker, take that in. Oh, yeah, that's 72 degrees conditioned air. That shit's running in my house right now. I got conditioned air running. And these fucking bills, man, woo. You can tell it's air conditioned. When it comes out the vents, it's a totally, I'll let the shit hit me right in the face. That right there is $600 a month air. I'll do it under one condition, air condition. That needs to be the Arizona fucking motto, goddammit. I'll work on for only one condition, air condition. Welcome to Arizona. This shit's hot as hell out of here, man. Okay, Lude, man, so I gotta catch the replay and it gotta work, but I smashed it like, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. You caught it at the funny part, man. The governor of Colorado vetoed the Uber bill. Yes. So ain't nobody getting recorded. That's what they get, damn it. They ain't getting recorded. They can ride around. And I tell people, record yourself if you want to. It's your option. Record yourself if you want to. You don't have to. But when the government starts saying, we want to record you in your own private car, that's a little too far. That's a little, if you want to provide a company car with me, if Uber says, you know what, we want to record you in a car, but we're going to provide you with a company car. You don't have to pay for it. It's a free car. We even put gas in it. We pay for all the repairs for it, but we have a camera running in that car 24/7. Cool. I'd park my car at home and I'll drive an Uber car. And an Uber car, I don't have to pay for it. Straight profits no matter what. And it's a camera always running. But in my private car, I don't want you recording all my shit. Like I said, what if I'm driving my car? Let's say we went to the shooting range, because on the way to the thing, shooting range. So let's say I go to the shooting range. Cool, I'm at the shooting range. We have a good time. We go through a few bags of bullets or whatever. We have fun. Now I'm coming back home. I said, man, I wonder how the ride's looking out here. I turn on Lyft Black SUV. Bing, get a Lyft Black SUV ride. $85, 10 miles to the airport. I'm taking it. $85, 10 because I'm headed to the airport anyways. I just left the shooting range. I turn it on Lyft Black SUV. Bing, $85 to the airport. This is $85 for me to get. Cool, I'll take it. Now, if they're running the recording 24/7, they'll say, Jeff, you had a motherfucking AK in the car. You had some weapons in the car. And we saw you with shooting, like we saw targets and shit in the car. Where the hell? You got guns and shit. Yeah, I got guns. I just left the shooting range. And then I turned my app on. Oh, no, you can't do that. So if you leave the shooting range, you got to go all the way home to wherever you live, get everything out of your car, then go all the way back to where you want to get the rides at. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm going to turn my app on where I am and have all my guns in the trunk. Everything's back there. My shooting tags, tell the person how I just left the shooting range. We're going to have a great conversation. And I don't want somebody on my Lyft app going, Jeff, we recorded you today talking about you just left the shooting range. Yeah. Were the guns in the car with you? Yeah, it was in my trunk. Motherfucker, Second Amendment. It was in my trunk. I ain't take them out and use them on nobody. The person needed to ride to the airport. I'm headed towards the airport. I picked the ping up. Oh, you can't do that, man. If I'm like, but this is my private car. It's not a company Lyft Uber car. This is my private. I can do private things in my private car. So as I'm out doing private things, I might turn the app on and say, well, I'm done doing my private thing. Let me turn my app on and see if I can get a ride back over here. Now I'm doing a Uber or Lyft thing. Now I'm doing a company thing. If you're using a private vehicle to do work in, then it's a dual purpose car. If you got a dual purpose car, you can't run a camera in somebody's dual purpose car expecting them to always be on business. Sometimes we're not on business. Sometimes we on private shit, which is why we say we'll record when we want to record. If I feel I need to record for my safety, I'll hit record and record the ride, whatever. But I'm not going to have somebody in my personal private vehicle recording everything I do in my vehicle. I might not want all that. I might say, oh man, I just picked up my dog from the dog park or whatever from the vet. Man, $26 black SUV ride just hit 3 miles. $26 for 3 miles. Man, I'm going to take this ride real quick. Hey, Jeff, did you just have a dog in your car? Yeah, I left the veterinarian. I was picking my dog within the black SUV hit. Oh, no, you can't do that. That person said that they might have been allergic to a dog or anything. They didn't expect the dog to be in the car. That's cool. Ain't no big deal. They didn't say they were allergic to dogs and everything. No, they just said, they just felt it was weird that you showed up with a dog in the car. Yeah, I did. Oh, well, you can't do that, man. We recorded all of that stuff to verify that you, like, you know what? I'm not worried about these recording ass people. It's my private car. Sometimes I use it for business, sometimes. And when I do, if I feel like recording, I record. That's just how it is. Yeah, exactly. The good thing, Governor of Colorado, yeah. Like, dude, don't let this 1984 Big Brother shit happen to us. We don't want to be recorded with everything we do. We don't want that. So if I want to be recorded, I should have the option to say, I would like to opt in and record myself on this ride because I don't feel safe. Like, I think something shady is about to happen. I want to record this. I've been driving since 2019. I've never felt the need to record a ride. I pretty much, even on private rides, I set my rides up with energy. I talk things through. Sometimes when the deal can't be made, it's cool. You gotta go. I'm off to go make some money doing something else. I don't be mean about it. Oh, what? You don't want to do the deal? Man, you better get the fuck up out of here, man. You don't want to do the deal? Get your ass up out of my car. No, I'm cool with it. I say, you know what? I wish I could take you, but man, just for that amount of money, I can't. Actually, there's a place around the corner I'm gonna pick up some people at because I want to stay in this area anyways, but I'm gonna pick them up to see if I can get a better deal. If I can't, if I'm still on the app, I might come back and get you, man. But more likely, I'm gonna get a deal around the corner. I keep it about business. If they go, oh, okay, no problem. Last night, I had a ride ping me. I think it was $30, $30. It was a black ride, $30 ping me for $30. It was in Tempe. I'm at home. I'm only like 6 miles away. $30. And it was to pick them up and bring them somewhere in this area. So it's going to be about a 12-mile ride, 12 to 15 miles. So I was like, okay. So I hit the button. And this is how I got the $66 ride. So I hit the button. I drove up to pick the people up. And I get there. There's a concert going on in Tempe. Big ass concert. I'm like, no wonder. It's probably surging like crazy, which is how I got the 130% surge. I'll tell you about that. So I get there chasing this $30 ride and I pull up. I'm pulling to the thing. These people walk up and I don't know, the name might be, like, say Ralph. I can't even remember the name. So these people walk up to the car and they go, Jimmy? And I'm like, no, I'm here for Ralph. Oh, sorry. You know, we have an expedition showing up for us and we're looking for it. You know, like, no. Sure enough, an expedition looked just like mine, except it was all stock, pulled up right behind me. Exact same truck, black and everything. So I do a U-turn to start aiming out. I still see the yellow icon of the people I'm there to pick up. Ralph is nowhere to be found. I go in. This is about a minute has passed so far. About 60 seconds have passed from the time he's sitting there, them walking up. Jimmy? No. I'll start U-turning. About a minute and a half. I'm sitting on the other side of the street. I hit the hazard lights on, sit for about another minute. I'm up to 2 minutes now. About 2 minutes I've been on this same area and the yellow icon hasn't moved. So I cancel the ride. I don't wait. I don't call him. I don't contact him. The icon's not moving. So Ralph is doing whatever Ralph is doing. It could be talking to a girl. It could be taking a shit. I don't know. So I just cancel Ralph. I don't ask questions. I just cancel him. And I drive across the street and I put my hazards on across the street behind a Waymo because Waymos are lined up on 5th Street. So I'm sitting behind all the Waymos with my hazard lights on, just waiting on another ping to hit. Surge is building up. 130%. I'm like, damn, 130%. They start sending me rides. $5. Nope. $10. Nope. I'm Harriet Tubman and everything. $21. Nope. Because I can do better. I'm at 130% surge. You're not sending me some shit rides with 130% surge. $66 pop up. Bam. Snagged it. Got it. That's how I ended up getting up to Tempe to begin with. I was there to pick up Ralph. Ralph was taking too long. I gave him 2 minutes. There's too many cars around, too many people walking around, which means there's too much money to be made. You're wasting my time, Ralph. You're wasting my time. If I show up and I see your yellow man standing on the screen and your yellow man ain't moving, you're wasting my time, Ralph. It's a lot of money around me. It was only a $30 ride anyways. $30. No sirs, $30. You're taking too much time. You got people walking up to my car calling me, Jimmy? No, all right, man. So I canceled that shit. It's too much money around. If it was an empty street, it was a completely empty and there was nobody out, I would wait on Ralph. I would wait on him because it was empty. But the fact that it was a gazillion people out there, that's telling me there's a lot of money out here, Ralph. You're wasting my time now. There's people, you only got like a minute or two. And it said he had like 8-9 minutes or something like that. Because black and black SUV give you a long wait time. It said he had like 8. So he's probably looking at his phone like, oh man, shit, we got like 8 minutes. We ain't in no rush. We got 8 minutes. The car is here, but we got like 8-9 minutes, man. So we ain't gonna go out yet. We could kick back and relax. Not with me, you can't. Cancel because I'm waiting on money. There's too much money to be made to be relaxing. So Ralph probably was looking at his phone like, oh, we got time. I ain't worried about it. Bing. Motherfucker just dropped us. What the hell? We got canceled on. Yep, because I picked up this group of girls for $66. 130%. Sir, it was 130 at. That's why I canceled his ass, because I knew I was going to get a banger ride had I just not sat there waiting on this $30 ride. Like, man, this dude taking forever. Too many cars. But that's how I drive. So I did that ride and got it all the way up north, and I was like, I'm done with Tempe for a while. End up just driving, end up working my way back toward the airport, was done for the night. Everything was all good. But for you guys out there that live in these markets out there, was that cancel on a chick? Wait, she found me in the parking lot and she was sweating on a 95-degree day, no cash or nothing. Took her down the road with her broke ass. I know, it's like, forget that, man. If she ain't got cash, she ain't got nothing. I'm like, I'm sorry. But the chance of me getting a nail in my tire and having to jack this truck up and fix this truck and not make no money, and you ain't giving me no money, this is business. It's strictly business. It ain't got nothing to do with personal. It becomes personal when something happens to my truck. That's when it becomes personal. Last night I was riding. I'm pulling up last night at the airport. I had just dropped somebody off the airport. I'm pulling up at the airport. My headlights aren't the same color. One's bright and one's look like the truck is like aimed off to the side. Because usually when I'm sitting behind somebody and my headlights are hitting the car in front of me, you get two big bright white circles. So I'm pulling up, I see one bright white and one is kind of like bluish, really dim. So I'm like, I don't know if that's my truck is sitting funny or something, like, but usually my lights are the same color. So I do this, I turn, aim it this way, the color never gets brighter. So I turn the truck this way, the color never gets brighter. So like, I think my headlight is going out. And I'm like, fuck it then. So I said, well, I'm gonna go home. I'm close to home anyways. I'm right at the airport. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna swap out the headlights real quick, because I knew I had a set of headlights. I just didn't know if it was fog or regular. I ordered some regulars this morning. So I knew it was fog. So I drove home, hurry up, cut the wires, spliced the wires, got it in there. Everything's perfect now. Now I got two big bright lights again. But that's the kind of shit that happens, man. We got to know how to take care of these cars out there, and it costs money. This morning I had to wake up and I had to go spend $40 on getting another set of headlights. $40 on light bulbs only cost like $3.99. That's it, $3.99. I spent $40 on two headlights this morning. But it's like, those are the kind of lights that go in that truck. I can do it myself right in the driveway. But the fact is, if we're not making money, I got to drive around picking up people in a nice luxury car with one headlight that don't work. That's not how I drive. When I found out my headlight wasn't working, I turned the app off and I shot my ass home. And I'm like, if this headlight ain't working, I'm done for the night, because I'm not driving around in a truck with one dim headlight. Luckily, I had a fog light. The shit worked out perfect. Everything was good. But that's just how I operate. I don't drive around in busted ass vehicles. My bumper ain't hanging off. When my sunroof was jacked up, guess what I did? Brought that shit home and fixed my sunroof. It took me like 6 hours to do that shit, but I did it. Because I'm not going to ride around in a busted car with duct tape and, well, the sunroof don't work, so I had to put duct tape around it. No. If something breaks, take your car home immediately. Fix it. Get it out the way. Because if you start getting comfortable riding around with it all busted, guess what? More shit's going to happen. Fix it. Nope. Fix it. Even after driving my people to the lake and back yesterday, on one of my videos, I kind of felt like one of my tires was out of balance. I was like, something feels weird. I was going like 80 miles an hour. And I'm like, this is not the highway. So maybe one of my wheel weights must have came off or something like that at some point, because it never shakes like that. So I can find a little, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. So I come home, take off the front tires, rebalance them. Everything's good. Do the back tires, rebalance them. Oh, that was it. One of the back tires, something must have came off, because it rides super smooth now on the highway, because you can kind of feel it going like the back of your seat kind of rumbles a little bit. So I was like, something's wrong with my damn truck. My seat don't feel like that when I'm driving. It's not the highway, because it kept doing it. It was one of the back wheels. I don't know which one it was, but one of them, it must have came out of balance. Because now I'm cruising down the highway. It's just like, I can go up to 90 miles an hour. That shit's like riding an airplane. It's like, no seat rumble, no nothing. So fixed it. But that was my weekend. I had to fix my car twice. I had to rebalance the wheels and my headlight went out. So that's how we do over the weekend. So I appreciate you guys, like I said, supporting the content, because whatever you guys are doing, the time I'm spending making the videos, making the edits, teaching us how to drive, doing live streams. We're back. 2 weeks with no live stream, but I had to come back because I can't go any longer, man. I got to chop it up with you guys. So appreciate y'all for everything we do. We're at the 3 hour mark. a 3-hour live stream. So we back in the mix. We don't do 1 hour. I will be dropping another video soon. I got some content I'm working on now. I know I put something on TikTok this morning. Let me see something. I don't even look at TikTok. Let me go see what it's gonna say. Hold up. Savera, that's my homegirl Savera. Y'all know Savera, right? Wait a minute, hold up. Let me see. This is Savera on TikTok. That's Savera. She's a driver with us. That's Savera. She found this kitten, man. She got this little ass cat. So she was out the other day, and she's like, "Oh, this is funny." So she found this cat. Let me see if I can show you guys the cat. Oh, you can't see it. Like, you can sort of see the cat on her shoulder right there. It's a little cat. Let me hold up. Let me open it. I'm gonna go to her channel real quick. There it is. She found that cat right there the other day. She found that cat. Kind of like how I found Sika. Wait a minute. Yep, there it is. She found that cat the other day cruising the streets. So now she's got a pet cat now. But that's what I do sometimes. I'll go put something on TikTok every once in a while. But I do it just to check people out. Yeah, I got a few videos running. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. Well, oh yeah, jealous. Oh yeah. I gotta go back and I gotta blow my screen up to kind of look at that. I know it. Savera saved the cat. She saved the cat. She saved it. They know they're doing the drivers. That's why Jeff's channel is so important to fight the true independent contractors. Oh yeah. And we're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep fighting, man. Of course, when we go live, when I go to sleep. Exactly. Oh, I've been live for about 2.5 hours, man. I've been live for a minute now. But yeah, so this has been a great 3-hour live stream. We're right back in the mix. Like to thank today, all of the guys that came out today and helped sponsor the channel. Hold up, let me go back through here real quick. I'm gonna see if I can get all of them. Hold up. Okay, that's my man Jose. He came through to sponsor the channel. Wait a minute, let me go back up here. Jose came through with a super chat. Thank you, brother. My man Go Get It Ryan, he came through. Time to wake up down in Colorado. 300, baby. We the 300. Jose came back to the mix once again. My man Serious Black Thought, he came through with the super chat. Hey, and Tom Will talking about people justifying, why they broke and everything. That's funny. Oh, Tristan Lane right here. He's coming through with questions about converting. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Every live stream, I go through all the super chats at the end just to make sure I didn't forget nobody. But sometimes they come pretty fast. Mark, my brother Mark right there. Hey, and we just finished talking about this a second ago. When Uber's undercharging, what do? We discussed that. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you so much. And that's it. That's all of the super chats I got for today. So I appreciate you guys, man. Oh yeah, Memorial Day. Is today Memorial Day? What day is Memorial Day? Today? Probably. Who knows? So thank you guys for rocking with us on this live stream today, man. Appreciate the support always. Oh, and my man Billy Proctor, he actually cashed at me. So you guys didn't see Billy, but Billy's always been a channel supporter. He's back at a W-2 right now. I need to have him as a guest on the show so he can talk about the stability of leaving Rideshare, going back in a W-2, and the energy he feels when he's waking up. The energy he feels because I know it's anxiety. When you're on these apps and you ain't getting no rides and you got some bills coming down the pipe because you get notifications from SRP Power, you get from the City of Phoenix Water Department, from your car loan company, insurance is about to hit, and yet you ain't got no rides on your app. And all you're doing is app rides. You like, man, I done made $117, but I got about $800-900 worth of bills coming down the pipe right now. What the hell? That's a lot of anxiety because you start thinking, what if I'm late? What if I'm late on the bill? Now the late fees are going to get tacked onto there, and with the late fees added on, that's more money got to come up with. So we will be start talking to more drivers who have W-2s, not only with W-2s and driving, but some who have left completely. So we need to start a whole series on the energy they have now versus 100% driving, the instability, the super anxiety that people have just being drivers alone versus how life is starting to feel. And like I said, and keep it 100. If the W-2 ain't working out, if you're like, man, this W-2, I thought it'd be a lot better than what I thought. I mean, shit, these people suck. Keep it 100, keep it real. Because we might be able to help you find another W-2 that more fits your style or whatever. But The new hybrid model might be private rides, app, W-2. That might be the new hybrid model we're working on. Because if you can get private rides to make up the stack of what the apps don't do, your stability and all your insurance and everything else will be with your W-2. And these apps can't hold deactivation over your head no more. They cannot hold it up. Oh, we're going to deactivate you. That's the only tool they have against us. Yeah, the apps are just trying to, yeah, Brandon, real shit. They designed to destroy you. Thank you, Ms. Abby Twins. I may be broken, but not broken. Thank you. You out there doing it big out there in Havasu. You will get it, baby. You will get it. And saying that's the thing, though. I want people to realize these apps hanging out over our head. We're going to deactivate you if you don't do what we say. We're going to deactivate you. That scares drive. That gives them anxiety. You got $800-900 worth of bills stacking, and you're getting these suspension violations coming through your phone every 5 minutes. Cancel another ride, we're going to suspend you. That's what irritates me. And this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to see if Lyft still got this on my phone, because they've been doing that shit a lot lately. Let me open up Lyft real quick. Let me see something. Oh, yeah. You see that? I got a big orange suspension thing right there. You see that orange suspension I got? They put that on there yesterday. Now, this is what they said, because Lyft be fucking with me all the time. They think this scares me. It don't scare me. I laugh. So they put this big orange suspension thing with a big exclamation point saying your access to scheduled rides may be reduced if you continue to cancel rides. See policy. So I opened it to see if I can make it go away. And it says scheduled rides cancellation policy, canceling scheduled rides. I had to cancel those scheduled rides because this is how Lyft screws with people. I'm going to tell you how Lyft screws with us. So Lyft will try to send me a scheduled ride. So they got some in here right now. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., stuff like this. All of these. Center Broadway Center. None of these are nothing. All of these are just trash. They're all trash. I'm going through them now. All trash scheduled rides. So what they do is they try to send you a scheduled ride. And they schedule that ride real close to when they know it's going to be surging real strong. Last night, they had a scheduled ride they sent to me, and the money looked decent. I was like, wait a minute, $14 to take somebody to the airport at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, okay, $14 to take somebody to the airport, and it was like a 7-mile ride, $2 a mile. Cool. I could take them 3 o'clock in the morning to the airport. I'll do it. Now, when they send you a scheduled ride, they lock your phone up about an hour, anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour before that scheduled ride. They lock your phone up depending on where you're located in the city. I was located near a surging area. So I had the 130% surge on my phone. I had the 130% surge on my phone, but I had a scheduled ride for $14 coming up in about an hour. So they were only trying to send me little bitty baby rides, $5, $10, these little short ass rides, because they didn't want to mess up my scheduled ride, the one I had for $14. So I went through and I canceled the scheduled ride. As soon as I canceled the scheduled ride, that's when I started getting the bank $66 because it was kind of a distance out. Now I'm getting a good ride, $66. So what they did was they set me up by giving me a scheduled ride at $2 a mile at 3 o'clock in the morning, knowing they're going to lock my phone down once the clubs let out. Clubs let out, all the surges are hitting. I got surge on my phone. Guess what? I can't get no ride because they tacked a scheduled ride on my shit. So I canceled the scheduled ride and I got a good ride. See, they thought they had me. But I knew the game. I said, you know what? They sending me these short ass rides when I know usually these rides should be longer. I've gotten $80 rides out of there, $90 rides out of there. Why am I getting $5, $10 rides? I said, oh shit. I got a scheduled ride they locked me into, and it is going to happen in probably about an hour. Let me get rid of that ride. So I went through and canceled that shit. And they saying, oh, your access to scheduled rides. I'm like, cool, kill it. I don't care. You think me? You sent me that scheduled ride. I didn't want that. You sent me that. I'll drive all morning with black SUV on getting people from the hotel, black SUV, $25, $30 a pop. You think I care about a $14 scheduled ride? I really don't. Because I could do $25, $30 rides all morning because nobody want to miss their flight. So what do? I turn it on black SUV at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just sit and I wait till everybody at the hotels. Because they ain't missing their flight. They say, oh shit, the only thing available is a goddamn black SUV. Well, fuck. It says 5 minutes away. Get down, because every other thing is 25 minutes away. Damn, get the black SUV then. That's how I live by the airport. Everybody by the airport has to get to the airport. So they got to pay $35, $40 for a ride. I'm only getting $20, $25, but it's only like 4 miles. So I'm getting $5 a mile all morning long. I don't need no scheduled rides for $2 a mile. You talking about I'm gonna reduce your access to scheduled rides. So I know the game already. So when you got a W-2, you got something else going on. You got private rides going on. You have another way to make money. Nothing these apps will send you will scare you. That orange shit on my phone, I'm just trying to get rid of it. I don't care what the message says. I could care less. It don't interest me. What interests me is money. You putting all these suspensions across my screen, that don't interest me. I don't care. I'm gonna go make some money no matter what. Take that shit off my screen somehow. We're gonna suspend you, Jeff. I don't care. Do it. It's like, just do it and get it over with so I can make private ride money. Don't sit there and put orange shit all over my screen. We're gonna suspend you. I don't care. So, and that's how I drive. Lyft knows that's how I am. I don't know why they keep doing, Jeff, we're gonna suspend you if you don't. I'm like, you always say that and you always do that and I always win. Every time you suspend me for the next hour, I'm doing private rides, conversions from Uber. And man, I don't care. I can make money out here. I'll cruise up to rental car places and make money. I'll make some money out here. You ain't stopping me. I don't rely on the apps. The apps kind of get in my way sometimes. So yeah, tell you, Mikey, that's what we'll do. I'm 10 minutes away, man. We be out there getting it, man. We be out there good. So a lot of people, man, this channel is going to drastically be different because it's time to start bringing people, not just drivers, not just riders, but people who are actually succeeding in life by making different choices than what these apps want us to make. They want us to be pigeons. They want us to be slaves. People are figuring out the game and they're coming up with new hybrid systems of making sure they keep a roof over their head, keep these cars paid for, keep food in their refrigerator. We got hybrid models of work coming out now. It ain't all independent contractor. It's not all W-2 employee. It's all independent contractor mixed with some W-2, mixed with some app driving, mixed with some private riding. We doing it all, man. We're trying to make sure that everybody eats and that everybody does it the smart way. That's all I care about on this channel. Just eat right and do it the smart way. Don't let these apps starve you out. So I appreciate, what up, Chris? Man, I appreciate you guys for stepping into the chat. It's 3 hours in. We're going to end this live stream. It's only 10:30 p.m. right now, so I'm about to go in here and do me some laundry and grab me some dinner. I got to heat up me some barbecue, man. Appreciate y'all rock with me tonight, man. Much love, much respect. Don't forget, check out Craigslist. Look at those W-2s. Start applying. I need to start getting drivers online who are doing hybrid driving. If you have a W-2 and you still drive and you got private clients and you still drive, we need to have a chat. People need to see the possibilities out there. We're done with the 80 hours a week. We're done with the more driving we do, the less we get paid. DoorDash is already trying to put out a ad right now, put out a whole story about some guy so glad he left his W-2 so he can feed his 3 kids, one of them being autistic. I can spend more time with them now. Nah, we already see what they're trying to do. They watching the channel and we watching them. Came with my battle fatigues to blend with the trees. Don't mess with me, man. I see what y'all doing, DoorDash. We the 300. Let's go get it. Thank you guys for being on the super chat once again. All you people on Facebook, all you people on JWatch TV, appreciate you guys for watching. One day I'm gonna set an outro video. I don't have one, but I'm gonna set one day.